Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to another live stream. Today, we're doing what I've been doing the past couple streams, which has been Tower of a Depressing Future until I rage quit, and then Tower of the Planets. JTOH XL isn't completely off the list, but it's completely off the list. Or at least most of the way. Like, I didn't even put it in the plans that I put as the first message if you scroll up in the live chat. Because I've said we might if we have time, and then we never have time. And yeah, I probably don't want to stream today for more than like 2 hours or so. Actually, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Just failed floor 4, Tower of Double Trouble. Very annoying. Yes. Well, I mean, the first few floors are the hardest, right? At least that's what they say. Okay. Random Water Bottle is also live streaming right now. Tower of the Planets All Jump playthrough. He's been doing that for about 45 minutes. So, yeah. I will put the link to that in the live stream. Go watch that stream too. Well, I mean, you should be listening to me mostly. But, yeah, you could go watch his stream as well. He's been doing Tower of the Planets. Yes, Roro Raid. Yes, that's what I'm doing, actually. Roro Raid. It's alliterative, too. Yay! Yeah, so, I'm gonna just have that muted. Well, I can kind of hear you. Yeah. I'll just leave that stream muted. But yeah, go watch that. I'll be checking in on it every few minutes, maybe, just to see how you're doing. You know, because it's useful information for me as well to see what it's like playing through it all. I mean, yeah, you're 45 minutes in and you're only on the outside leading to floor 4. So, yeah. Maybe this tower is a lot longer than I thought it was. Like, yeah, it might be like 2 hours. I don't even know. I thought it would be like 1 hour. Well, whatever. I found you. What did I just do? Uh-oh, I blew up everything. Default keyboard, shift lock on. There we go. Hello. Alright. Anyway. We're going to play Tower of a Depressing Future today. So far, every time I've attempted that, I have indeed had a depressing future. I was thinking about starting this stream in the practice place to practice through the outside, but I didn't. It definitely wasn't because I just forgot and was already joining the game with like 30 seconds before the clock struck 1 p.m. So, yeah. Speaking of 1 p.m. U.S. Central Time, that is the time I said yesterday, or technically today at 3 a.m. Oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life? Okay, so the video I posted today, which was the final Tower of the Planets building video, with the next Tower of the Planets video being the full playthrough, which will be, well, seeing that the tower's like 2 hours long, probably at least, like, probably not probably not Saturday a week from today, probably at least 2 weeks from today. Yeah, so I posted the final building video today, and I was up till 3:40 a.m. doing that. So at that, when I was done, like right before I finally got to go get some sleep, I put in the Discord, like, video goes up in a few hours, and then a few hours after that, at approximately 1 p.m., I'll be live streaming. And would you look at that, it's 1 p.m., and I actually live streamed at the time I said I was going to. They said it could never be done. Violence is never the answer. Nah, sometimes it is if I say it is. I'm the sole person who gets to determine if violence can be the answer. Alright, there's the next button. Yeah, haven't been commentating the tower itself. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. How is everybody on this fine Saturday afternoon or evening or morning, depending on your time zone? Maybe it's like 3 a.m. for you. But, okay, I didn't start it at 5 p.m., which is often what I do. Well, like evening in the U.S., which is, like, midnight almost elsewhere, like Europe. well, this time I'm starting it like 4 hours early. So according to my calculations, your Europeans are like 6 or 7 hours ahead. So it's like 7, 8 p.m. So like early nighttime for you. See, I'm being so considerate. Roro, when are you gonna reply on? Oh yeah, the community post, today's community post, the guess the number thing. Let me go do that. I completely forgot about that, and it's been an hour since it went out. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I have on my phone in the notes app the number because I knew I'd forget it. Okay. I think I got all the buttons. Let me just, yeah, okay. So you can go on that community post. You know what? I'll put the link to that so you guys can see it too. First, confirm the link works. It does. Okay. Today's community post is that where I'm thinking of a number and people guess it. Okay. I'll just start with, I'll go on newest first so that there's no those weird shadow deleted comments. Tree of 3. It is less. So like if I say less, that means my number is less than your number. 0 more. 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd power. Ain't no way bro pulled out the amount of atoms in 1 mole. Yes, I recognized that number. Yeah, mine is less. 739 more. 421.763 more. Negative 300. Whoops, hold on. Is this boring? I don't know. I know you're just looking at this. Too. I will find you, Roro. Okay, it's more than 421.763. It is more than negative 300. It is more than 31. It is more than 9. It is more than 1. 864,864.098. It is more than that. Pi. It is more than pi. Some complicated math thing I don't really understand. It's more than 200,000, and it's more than negative 2,763. Yeah, okay. Those are the hints on the number. You can go comment some more comments there, and I will reply at some point. I'm not going to be looking at it constantly, but yeah. Anyway, where were we? Okay, someone said, you can't beat an intense tower for 1 month. Yeah, I've only been playing it, like, on Saturdays in these streams. And suddenly, if I can't stream one Saturday, then it's 2 weeks, and then I'm super rusty at it. So, yeah. Whatever. I didn't start in the practice place today because I forgot and didn't feel like joining it. But hopefully that will actually help because I won't, like, be nervous, even though that makes no sense. But, yeah. Alright, floor 2 only took me 5 minutes. 6 minutes almost. Well, because I was all tabbed out doing community post things. Another thing I might do today is try Discord voice call with people whom I do not know in person. Like the one in my Discord server, which you should join, link in the description. There is one, because it just is by default. I have it, like, disabled, though, so I don't think you can even see it. So it's all just text channels that are, like, visible to everyone. But I might, like, open that up and see how that goes. Generally, my opinion on voice chat like that, I don't know, it seems scary to me. I don't know why. But, you know, since I'm already live streaming, which is similar-ish, you know, it's just, like, one-sided. I'm talking with my voice and you guys can hear me, but you guys talk in the chat. Either the game chat, which maybe I should open. Is anyone saying anything to me? Doesn't seem like it. Or the live stream chat, which I will check momentarily. But, like, since I'm already live streaming, I'm sort of already, like, everything I'm saying is being broadcasted over the internet. So, yeah. Instead of doing every button, you can just skip all the button parts by high jumping. What do you think about the new Roblox UI? Oh, this? It's not too bad. 1. Oh, is that your number guess? Also, why is my FPS 50? Doesn't seem that low. Yeah, I mean, do I like it more or less? The rounded corners looks too depressing. Like, okay, one time, okay, like, you know how YouTube loves to make the UI more round? So, you know how on, like, community posts, like on polls and quizzes, the answer choices are like rectangles? The corners are slightly rounded, I believe. Well, one time they tried making it completely rounded, and it looked so bad and so way too modern. So modern that it looks old. I know. You know what I say. In the future, things that are currently squares will be circles, and things that are currently circles will be squares. So windows will be circular, and pizzas will be rectangular or square. Yeah. But no, if it's UI, then it'll look anything but round in the future. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so they did that for like a day, and then they changed it back. But then, like, 2 months ago, they completely made YouTube Studio so depressing, just like my future when playing this tower. They made everything more round and removed all the color. Why? Just why? And didn't they also make the YouTube logo, like, slightly more pink? You can barely tell, but I think that technically desaturates it a little bit more. So there's even that, too. Yeah. Well, we'll see if I can win Tower of a Depressing Future today. I don't know. I've had a depressing future at the outside every single time. Well, it's not technically an outside, but it might as well be. No! Oh, I almost fell. Right. Lock in. Or something. People say that. Yeah, that sounds cringe. Scary! Okay, now for the push box section you don't have to do, because you're supposed to get it over here so that you don't get soft locked, but you can actually just high jump out. Or what are your opinions on opinions? I love being asked opinions on opinions, or opinions on anything, because it provides me something to talk about. Unfortunately, however, I cannot talk about anything at the moment, because I gotta focus for these funny beat blocks. Please don't give me the bad cycle. Oh, wait, it gave me the good cycle, and I blew it. Dang it. If you jump, like, twice and then wait a little bit longer, that's about the timing you need. 1, 2. 1, 2. Please don't give me the bad cycle. 2. Please, please, please. Ah, dang it. 1, 2. Wait, okay. It wasn't timed quite right, but it's fine. And 2. Please don't give me the bad cycle. I would appreciate that. This part's so annoying, and it leads to a button, but it resets if you fall to below this section, which is possible even though it's safety netted. Oh, there you go. Alright. There are 3 cycles you can get on that. There's one where they're both activated at the same time, one where neither are activated at the same time, or it, like, is this one and then this one. I'm going to appreciate that. When did I say that? I know, like, less than a minute ago, probably. But, yeah. Tower of Dead Fish. Tower of a Dead Fish. Whoa. I'm gonna change my name to Evil Roro Studios if he beats Citadel Scythe Recognition legit. Yeah, I should maybe play that tower eventually. I've sort of got other Citadels on my Citadel completion list. The next one I'm gonna try to do is probably Citadel of Quadrilaterals. Is that easier or more difficult than Citadel of Scythe Recognition, though? Who knows? I know they're both remorseless. I could check it in the tower menu, but that seems like too much work. But I'll do it anyway, as soon as I complete this morpher section, which is times. No, don't miss it. There we go. And just walk down here. Alright. If I go to tower completion, sort by difficulty, go to Remorseless, and find Citadel of Quadrilaterals, or COSR. COSR or COQ. Where is it? C. Look for C's. Citadel of Scythe recognition with a C. Yeah, that's not what that's called. Are they not remorseless? Wait, is it not? It's not letting me scroll all the way down, it would seem. Wait, what? It's way harder. It's marked as the hardest remorseless. Which one? Whatever, okay. It's right under cows. Yeah, it's... Why is it... Okay, whatever. But which one? Citadel of Peril? I mean, Citadel of Quadrilaterals or Citadel of Scythe recognition? What rings? Is this Quadrilaterals? Okay. What ring 6 servers am I in? That one with those people. Alright, here comes the real funny outside. That isn't technically an outside. Alright. Time to shut up and focus. Oh, I almost walked off that. Yeah, this jump is scary. Nope. There we go. I'm just gonna wait for that to go away since that did not end well when I tried that last week. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Then I got this timer thing where I also fell last week by wasting too much time. So just jump straight to there. I should have enough time. It might be cutting it a bit uncomfortably close, but should be good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep, I made it. Okay, cool. Hold W across here. There we go. And get the walk speed deactivated. Give it a second to actually deactivate it. And here comes the funny part. Nope, I missed it, of course. Can I save it? Okay, I can. Sort of. Bro, it's that spinner section. I've missed that so many times. It should not be that hard to land on that comically large platform at this point. Oh well. At least I didn't lose all my progress. Although I will shortly. I just know it. Anti-disestablishmentarianism, dimethylchlorotetracycline, fluoxetinoxin hilipilification. Yeah. That's my favorite Citadel. Roro, why are you playing the second worst intense? Because it's here. I don't even know why I think I just randomly decided, I'm gonna play an intense tower like 2 months ago and played this, and now I've just been trying to complete it ever since. Now redo the funny buttons, including the funny timer button, or like beat blocks. How did you read that first try? Because I like long words and like practicing reading them. Alright, impossible spelling bee word. Spell Lake Chargagagogman Chagagog Kalbanagungamog. That's my favorite lake. Please give me a good cycle. Pretty please. There we go. Okay, cool. Tower of Great Displeasure gameplay. Is Tower of Great Displeasure like this? Because if so, I don't know if I want to play it anymore. Because this tower has sure been a great displeasure. So that means the one actually called Tower of Great Displeasure is surely a greater displeasure. And also, it was originally extreme, right? They submitted it as like extreme, but then I guess it got nerfed way down. Roro, did you know there's a math theorem called ham sandwich theorem? Is that true? Like, give this a Googling. Ham sandwich theorem. The ham sandwich theorem is a math theorem that says a number of objects in the same number of dimension can be cut into 2 equal parts with a cut that is 1 dimension less. As in, like, a 3D ham sandwich can be cut by a 2D plane. Yeah. That makes sense. There we go. Alright, we're about to do the funny outside again. Which is real funny. Wait, okay, I fell. Oopsie. Maybe I shouldn't have alt-tabbed. There we go. Okay. Let me read the chat first. Is it Among Us or Among Us? It's either. But it is worth mentioning that Among Us, like that, is not a just compound word version of that. Because for a compound word version, you just pronounce it exactly the same. But no, you pronounce Among Us like Among Us. But if you pronounce Among Us, you really pronounce the G. Among Us. So it's not the same. Contemplate that as I do the funny outside without talking, because I need to focus. Look at me not talking and focusing. Yeah. That might be cutting it close. Oh, okay, that was bad. We're just gonna press the button again. I didn't like the way the timing was looking. Wait for the button to come back up. Wait about a second or two so that it can go back down. Although I guess it's more dependent on where the spinner is rather than the moving part. Technically I can jump straight to the spinner, but the fog end makes me not feel comfortable doing that. Whoa, that was cutting it close. It's okay though. Imagine if you had to do that, but you couldn't, like you had to land on the 1 studs. I keep doing that accidentally. That would be so bad. Alright, timing. I jump too late every time. The exact same thing just happened. What if I ride around it like multiple times? I'll try that next time, except I don't want to change anything. You know, they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, but I strongly disagree with that. And also, that's not even how... No, that's not how definitions work. Okay, so here's my argument as to why that is stupid. Okay, so basically it's because it's impossible to recreate exactly the same thing in all the exact circumstances to the point where it would actually be doing the same thing over and over again. So there's numerous factors at play. Like, so many that it would be impossible to count them all and recreate them all. So even if you thought you were recreating the exact same situation, you would in fact not be. And to expect a different result, while it might be very unlikely if you've gotten the main circumstances that would need to be recreated, it still could be different. Doing the same thing over and over again is an example. Yeah, it's an example, except no, it's not, because that's my argument. Okay, so that means I'm just bad. Yeah. Am I in a personal server? I'm not. Because I'm broke. Except no, I'm not. Okay. That brings me to something I could talk about from things to talk about while live streaming. But it'll have to wait until after I stop having a skill issue. One, two, jump. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2. Wait a second. Jump. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2. Give me the good cycle, please. Bruh. There we go. Almost timed it wrong, but it's okay. Anyway, okay. So, I said I'm broke, but I'm actually not. Which reminded me of something. So, do you think it's worth it to buy a sugar cookie for $70? A single sugar cookie, like from Publix. It had sprinkles. You'd probably say no, but what if I did that anyway? So, okay. October is like breast cancer awareness month. So, at school they were doing this like fundraiser thing where the different grades can like contribute money. Yeah, but it's not just whoever raises the most money, because that's boring. Instead, the way it works is if you can put grades in, or put money in any of the grades like buckets. But if it's like a dollar bill that's like single digits, so $1, $2, $5, it'll be positive that many points. Dog. If it's anything $10 bill or higher, then it's negative that many points. So you would put small bills in your own grade, large bills in other grades. And that'll have to be continued, because now I have to focus. Oh, that was close. Wait for the thingy. Jump to it. Oh, I just realized I have the prism. But I gotta keep this run itemless. Not that that contributes any sort of advantage. I feel like... Oh. Yeah, I don't like that timing. Just gonna do that again. And even though I had that item in my like inventory the whole time, that doesn't count. Because I didn't even use it. Just don't like that timing. Whatever. I'll go for it anyway. 3, 2, 1. That's cutting it too close, but whatever. Yeah, I think I could definitely improve my timing on that. Or not. I think I definitely more need to improve my timing on the funny spinner, which now I'm going to have to do. Do I ride around it twice? I'm not going to. It's not really going to help anything, I feel like. Okay. Jump earlier than... Oh my gosh. Again, dude? At least I didn't feel exactly the same, but it's that jump every single time. Like, is that not like the 6th time in a row that I've failed that? Well, I know it's the 3rd time in a row today, but... I can show you a consistent strat. Okay. Let me get to here. And then you can go up there and I'll spectate you. Okay. Let's take a look at this. What is the strat? You jump on there. Vertical mobility? No way. You go into climbing animation? I mean, I don't know. I don't... Yeah, you have to, like, high jump it and also face your camera, like, exactly right. I worry for that. Okay, anyway, continuing the story. So, there was a prize involved for the grade, not that raised the most money, but got the most points. So, yeah. Okay, so this competition ran from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, where you could add money, and they, like, announced the winners on Friday. And now I have to focus here. There we go. Okay, so I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to add money, but I only got to know the actual score, like the points, like, of what they were at the end of each day, because that's when they, like, updated the thingy where I could look at it. Like, okay, they have, you know, the schools waste money on the 4K TV no one cares about? Yeah, they have, like, it just cycles through, like, a Google Slides, but I hacked it and found the Google Slides just, like, on my own computer. I didn't actually hack it. I just found the link to it, because you could just find that on, like, the website. Made it to Jupiter. Oh, yeah. How's it going on there? On that stream. Very nice. Yes, you seem to be down to 2 viewers. Let's fix that. Okay. Everyone go watch this stream. Go watch that stream. Oh, I had caps lock on. Oopsie. But also keep watching this one. Yeah, someone is... random water bottle is playing through all of Tower of the Planets. Where was I? Oh yeah, I hacked the TV slides, but not... Come on. Also, is it a 4K TV? No one even knows. But yeah, anyway, so I got to see the scores, and for the most part, they remained within, like, 20 or 30 points in either direction. But the whole time, my grade was in last place. So I was like, we can't have that. So I ended up contributing $70 to win. So some of that was used to sabotage other grades, others to increase the score for my own grade. And so then, from last place every day, we won. Or more specifically, I won, because I single-handedly won that for my entire grade. And yeah, the reward was that a few days later, they, like, gave everyone a sugar cookie. So I paid $70 for that. But it wasn't a waste because it was going to a good cause, so yeah. Focus time. I don't trust that. It's going to go away as soon as I jump to it. Because that happened last week. Come on. Jump to it. Okay. Now I'm going to wait about a second or two once I get up here. That should be good enough. Go down here. And just do that. I don't know if I like that. Whatever. As long as I have like 5 seconds jumping over here. It's going to be cutting it close. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I almost missed the zip line. Alright, here comes the funny spinner. I missed that. No worries, just try it again. If only such a safety net existed here. Alright. Finally, I got it. Okay, I gotta do that one more time. Just right around again. It's fine. The part of the problem is I can't see. There we go. I got it. Alright. Now just don't lose my focus. Go over here, and that was close. Okay. Now I got a little speed section. It is timed, so can't be wasting. I misclicked, or like pressed the wrong button because I'm so nervous for some reason. It lagged! It lagged! Why? Oh my gosh, did you see that? Lag. Let me rewatch that, see if that showed up on the... Did you not see that lag? It literally lagged. Why? It like froze for like 1 frame, which isn't that much of an excuse for why I fell, but like that is what happened, and that's what messed me up. Well, back to the start we go, but it's okay. It shouldn't actually take that long because, well, you know, the reason it took me so long to get there was because I was loop failing. Every time I kept falling back to floor 3, that's still in like a few minutes into the tower. Most of that being this first floor. You didn't have to redo this floor. I can never figure out how to do the, like, dance clip inside the tower. Wait, hold on. Let me also disable, that. Reset. Whatever. Alright. Let's continue the story. So, yeah. There's one more thing I want to say. So, I contributed $70 to win this fundraiser thing. And, the total money raised was $255, so I contributed over 25% of that. Like, out of the entire school, 25% of that money was me. So, yeah. Was that a waste? Nah. Actually, let's let democracy decide. Was it worth $70? I'll convert that to some other currencies for you. So 70 USD to euro. 66.38 euro. What other currencies you want me to convert it to? How many times am I gonna miss that? Okay, well, whatever. It's, yeah. Was it worth it? Yes. No. So remember that I got a sugar cookie for it, and all that money went to a good cause. No, is what 2 of 3 people who have voted so far are saying. Should I do the planets as my next soul crushing? Yes. Bro, please, how? This is why I do this one first, because it's so annoying. At least, okay, if at least we can have the first jump be the hardest one. Yeah, this is probably the hardest jump of the whole tower because it's so horrifically inconsistent. There we go. But it's the first jump, so it's fine. If it were on the outside, though, then nope. Just never play this tower, ever. But it's not. We have a different, very badly inconsistent jump, but it's not horrifically inconsistent like that one is. Jump there, jump there, jump there, jump there, jump the head hitter, jump. Oh, jump there, there. Head hitter, jump up here. There's a button. Okay, cool. Now go down. I mean, yeah, okay. So, yeah, I would endorse doing Tower of the Planets as your next soul crushing. But, yeah, particularly as more people, like, play it, like, all at once, you know. Like, Random Water Bottle is doing right now. You guys should go watch his stream. It will, like, probably mostly when I do that, which will be in the full playthrough video, I'll be able to better nerf and buff some, probably mostly nerf sections that are really annoying. Yeah, so I also need to make the legit mode, which that's probably going to take me so long to figure out everything. We'll work on that a bit later in the stream, whenever I rage quit from this, which somehow I haven't yet, although I'm pretty likely to soon. I'm going to do a funny shortcut. If you do that, just make a separate copy of the game without no clip or heal. Yeah, well, okay. Bleh. Technically right now, I'm considering it in testing mode, where I just have no clip and heal, and everyone can just freely practice it, because it's still a work in progress. After I, like, fully release it, like, and then the legit mode is available, you can still practice it using what I'll call practice mode, which will give you no clip and heal. So I could do a separate copy of the game like that, but I worry that any change, I don't have to do that. I worry that any change I make from that point on, where's the red button? You know what, I'm just high jumping, I don't even care. Except I think I need it. Alright, it's this one. Any change I make after I make a separate copy, I'd have to make to both of them. That would be quite annoying. So that's kind of why I don't want to do that. But then, also setting up the legit mode, I have to set up the badge and anti-exploits and everything. So, yeah, I also will probably need to code in some way the game can, like, track what towers you've made in case I ever want to do anything like the tower completions. Where is it? Here. But also keep in mind, if I want to do, like, tower statistics, which this game has, like, I don't know, would I want to just start tracking that now, even if I don't show it anywhere? I could, like, track it, that way I could show it completely. I don't know. That would just delay the full release of Tower of the Planets, which it has been delayed far too much already. So I probably won't really worry about that, but I do also need a timer, and I do need to set up, like, global win messages, even though Tower of the Planets is, like, the only thing there. How do you even do that? Actually, wait. I do know how to do that. Or at least, well, I know of a video I watched that explains how to do that. There's some service, it's called, like, communication service, I think, something like that, like, you can use to communicate between different game servers or different places of your game. But yeah, let's do some brainstorming of what all actually needs to be done to set up the legit mode. Well, I have a bit of a list that exists. Lobby and win room, technically part of that. I need badge, anti-exploit measures, and set up a legit mode. On my list of things that remain to be done, there's only that. But what does set up a legit mode really mean? Well, pretty much it's going to mean, maybe more accurately, setting up the practice mode, which is going to be in the same place. So, I'll remove no clip and heal from the, like, starter pack, and then you'll get it when you step on, like, a practice mode thingy. But then that will also need to, like, prevent you from winning the tower. I mean, I guess, like, I might put some way you can get to the win room without actually completing it legit. But, like, I need to make sure the game doesn't count it as a legit win. So there's that. So, yeah, like, where do I even begin with that? I need to code the things the game needs to keep track of, like the timer and everything. So I need to make one of these, which might be kind of annoying, although not completely out of my scripting skill. Yeah, like what remains to be done is very scripting heavy, which can be very boring in a live stream or a video. Like in the video I posted today with the... Yeah, track it, but not now. Track it when you release Ring 5. Yeah. In today's video I posted, when I was talking about the scripts I wrote for custom client objects, like, I could have explained, like, okay, I tried this, that didn't work, so I tried this, but, like, even that is kind of just a waste of time. Like, just show what worked, people, is what you'd be saying. Or just show what worked. I don't care this much about the super specific scripts of it. Besides, it takes forever to explain too. Like in some of the Tower of the Planets videos, like the first ones I made a custom client object for, I like explained in thorough detail how the scripts work, and like, no one cares. That's all, like, yeah. So this video that I made today was also much different from the others in that it was almost entirely post-commentary. So it was very editing heavy too, which is why it took me like over a week to edit it. Yeah, and that was why I went to bed at like 4 a.m. yesterday. 1, 2, wait a second. 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 1, 2, there we go. Button. Cool. So, yes, those, I feel like that is a much better way to make a video, like a building video, the post-commentary, even though it's way more editing. It's, like, a lot less slow. Like, the other ones were just slow moving. Like, that's why they ended up being so long. Come on. They ended up being 20 minutes at first, then they were closer to 25, then eventually 30, then 40. This video was 30 minutes long, but I mean, that's just because I did so much in it, which is also why it took me 2 months to make. Although perhaps more than that was just inconsistently working on it. But yeah, that's why that video was so long. Come on. Why do I keep jumping and then it just doesn't work? And also, why is my frame rate so bad? There we go. Have to go. Hope you complete the tower. Okay, bye. Also, I closed the poll. Was the sugar cookie worth $70? Most people said yes. Yay. For instance, the Tower of Birthday Celebrations video that I posted on my birthday, that one was also this new post-commentary type building video. That was only 14 minutes because the tower was way shorter, or more accurately, what I built was way shorter. Well, both those statements are true, but like, in total, everything I built in the Tower of Birthday Celebrations video was a lot less than in total everything I built in today's video of Tower of the Planets. Okay, it's shut up time. Not trusting that. Wait about a second or two. Jump there. I'm gonna do that. Okay, this timing is a lot more favorable. I can just take my sweet time on these button sections. Or on that button section. Singular. Okay. Just fell straight through it. I know it's a client object, so it doesn't look the same for you. Jump, jump. Okay. It knocked me off. What was that? I swear, I fall on that in the stupidest way every time. How does that even happen? Okay, I'm rage quitting. Yeah, because when I fall to that safety net, it's literally as if I just completed floor 3, since all the buttons reset. Alright, to other planets time. I was just talking about that. That's crazy. Okay, I also need to change the thumbnail and title. Let me do that real quick. Good thing I have a trusty Google Doc called Live Stream Titles and Descriptions, where I've already typed the title and description. Building Tower of the Planets Live Roblox SMToH. Copy, paste. And also copy and paste. In this live stream, I'll be building Tower of the Planets, the Soul Version for Ring 4 or something, no one cares. Okay. And good thing I already made the thumbnail ahead of time. So let me change that. Go to the file, which is, there's the file. Save. All right, you'll have to refresh the stream for those changes to take effect, but bro has a doc for thumbnails and titles. Yes, I do. Okay. Let me go to OBS and switch that window capture to be Roblox Studio. There we go. All right, cool. So here we are, Tower of the Planets. To be honest, I love your community, but I do think it needs moderation. Yeah, I know. That came to my attention yesterday with the advent of people leaving the server because people are being too unhinged. So I will look into getting actual moderation. I've been too lenient about that. I think I'll have, like, people be able to apply to be a moderator, so, yeah. There are a number of candidates who I have seen in the Discord server a lot, so they are candidates as far as I'm concerned. Neptune. Can you send the link for the tower? I can. I would love to. Let me go find the game real quick. There we go. Okay. SMToH link. There we go. That's the whole game. You'll spawn you in like a base plate with a teleported Tower of the Planets. So step on that. You should also see random water bottle and his playthrough of it. He's currently on the Jupiter floor. He's been doing this for an hour and a half. Yeah, how long is this tower going to be? I don't even know. What if it's like 2 hours long? That is completely insane. Yeah, at the moment it's looking like, because of length, it's definitely going to be extreme, but it still remains unknown until I build, or until I do the full playthrough. Okay, so legit mode. Here is the deal with that. Let me go ahead and check off my list, build a lobby, though, since I forgot to do that, and I did. Okay. Win room is technically the next thing to do. But let's do some scripting heavy stuff, and then we'll build the win room, and then do more scripting heavy stuff. That would sort of broken up a little bit. So, what did I just say? Where do I even begin? Let's start with practice mode. So let me take this and move it about 5 studs out of the way. Like that. Inside this, there's been a secret practice mode. Wait, actually, that's not what I want to do. I want to go 0.05, scale like that. There we go. That way it looks normal from the outside. Right here, that is going to be like a teleporter, but at the moment, it's just a part. Yeah, so it doesn't even do anything. Okay. Actually, let's start with the timer. So, how do I even want to do that? I guess I can start with server script service. Could I just begin with a script? What should this do? I do want the game in the scripts to know the difference between when you're like just in the lobby and versus when you're in the actual tower. Because at the moment, as far as the game concerned, as far as the game is concerned, this is technically part of the tower, and right there is the start. So I want it to load all the client objects when you do that. Oh, I can actually just not do that right now, but come ring 5 time, I'm going to have to figure out how to do that, and that's going to mean analyzing. Wait for it. This. this monstrosity. Well, I've done a little bit of work with it to get some things to work, such as here, this line was added by Roro. But beyond that, I'm completely lost on what most of this does. But that's a problem for future Roro. Tower of Towering Towers. Currently, okay, so I have a script. What should I start? What do I do? I'm really just thinking out loud at the moment. But let's see. I don't need to have it load the client objects when you enter the tower. Like, I don't need to make the client objects not be there until you walk through here, because it's all the same tower. Like, it's all loaded already. So it really doesn't matter since it's the only tower in this place. That's what I'm trying to say. But what do I need to do when, quote, the game knows you're in the actual tower, end quote? I know I need to start the timer. I know I guess I need to start running anti-exploits, even though that should be the case anyway. No, it would depend on what they were, really, for that. So I think I need to start with the timer. So I probably want to add a UI at the top of the screen. Let's give it its own style, not just copy it exactly from SMToH. So we have starter GUI, effect GUI. What can I even add? A screen effect GUI. The class name of that is screen GUI. Yeah, so just add a screen GUI. Let's call it timer. I have no experience making UI, so this could be a disaster. Tower of big spherical things in space. Yeah. Tower of waterlogged, waxed, lightly weathered, cut, chiseled, grated copper stairs, bulb, trap door. My favorite timer. Alright, anyway, I do have these. This is probably good. These little tools. It's opened me a new tab up here. Let me add a frame, and I guess center it. Yes, this is good. I will need to make sure I deal with scale and offset related issues, because if I make it like this size on a screen, on like a tiny phone screen, that's going to be like way much more of the screen. We'll worry about that later though. Let's start by just making it with offset. Right. Scale is in relation to the size of the screen. Offset is like just straight up number of pixels. Where's that frame? Okay. Let's make it a little bit shorter, not so tall. Let's make that like 30 studs. Then maybe add a text label on there. Can I do that? Yeah, there we go. That like, is that even, do I need to do that? Or should I just delete the frame and, okay, it's 100 by 30. Take that, center it, make it 100 studs wide, 30 studs tall, not 530 studs tall. Tower of the Nucleus recommends to like and subscribe to this YouTuber, and he mitochondria reminds you to do your biology homework because you need to be smart to get a good job and succeed in life. Tower of Once Upon a Midnight Dreary, as I pondered weak and weary. What is this a reference to? I feel like I've heard this before. Over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, I nodded, nearly napping. Suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone Jen. The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Oh yeah, that guy. What is going on? Why is this not centered? Well, luckily I know how to center it. If I go to position and then set that to 0 and or 0.5, which it was just about. There we go. Okay. So we have that. What I can decide a font, which I'm just going to go with the font I've been using throughout Tower of the Planets, which is called Jura. There it is. And we want hours, minutes, seconds, milliseconds. No, wait. I'll count it like SMToH, which is minutes. So, like, if you go above an hour, it'll say, like, 62 minutes, not 1 hour, whatever. 0.00. So, we'll count it down to the hundredths. So, we gotta make this look good. I know there's some way you can, like, round it. What's it called? It's called, like, edge curve. Curve. Round. Corner. Wait, it's called, here we go. UI has a bunch of these. UI corner, I believe it's called. So if I add that to the text label, corner radius. Yes, there we go. Now, don't make it look like corporate UI updates too much. A slightly rounded, I think that does look a bit nice. If I did like that, though, ew. That looks much better. Although it is covered in J2H, but whatever, it's fine. Hold on, do I want text scaled? Probably not, because then when it'll just be like going in and out as the text constantly changes every 0.01 seconds, like actually. Let's do that so it fits the screen, though. But we also want to try on... I want to see what happens if I go to test and then switch to an iPhone 4S. That doesn't quite look centered. Is that taking up too much of the screen? It's not too bad. I feel like it should probably be a little bit smaller, though. I don't know why I said slower. So if I find the thing I'm looking for, which I can't find, if I instead make the size be like... Oh, wait, I know why it's not centered. Okay, let's do one thing at a time, though. If I set this like 0.1, which is 10%... Wait, no. 0.1 and that to 0. I want it a bit larger than that. Let's go like 0.2. That should be good for a phone screen. And then this do like 0.050. So we're basically defining these things in like relative to the size of the screen rather than just straight up the number of pixels. This way it works better on different phones, on different size screens, such as a tiny iPhone 4S. Multi-platform support, guys. To fix its centering problems, just set its anchor point to 0.5.5. Actually, keep that. There we go. They'll look centered to me. Now let's switch back to here. Is that too big? Yes, that is way too big. So what do I do about that? I think I need to go back to making it with just the number of pixels, and just say, yeah, it's good enough, even if it takes up way too much of the phone screen than I'd like, but whatever. 0.5, 0.5. No, 0.50, I mean, actually. 0.1 and... Wait. Yeah, if I make its X value be 0.5, that's fine. As long as it just doesn't go, like, this far down the screen. Let me switch back to iPhone 4S. Oh, we have a problem. Make the amount of pixels, but not... Make the Y amount of pixels, but not the X. Is that what I just did? Yeah, that is. But text label problems. If this is small... The text I can't really define in terms of screen size. Like, I pretty much only have the offset value. It's not actually called that, but you can think of it that way. I can turn text scaled on, and then if I switch to this, it's kind of blurry, but I suppose that's to be expected on an iPhone 4S, isn't it? But like I said, I worry it's going to be like changing sizes all over the place with the numbers changing. So, Decisions. I think make it a set number of pixels for both the size in both dimensions. Whoa, no, size. Go. What was it? I had it 0, 100, 0, 30. Yeah, honestly, I think that works fine on a phone screen. And the text font size to match that absolutely defined. Frame. Here's an idea I just had. What if I set its position to like minus... wait, no, on this one. Minus like 20. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. The UI is... The scale radius is set... The rounding radius is set to 8 pixels. So if I set this to like 9, or more accurately, -9, that's the wrong thing. Set this to -9. Yeah, I don't really like that. Never mind. I was seeing if I like had one rounded but the other not. I think it needs a little bit of space between the top of the screen and that. I know this seems like I'm being very nitpicky about something so specific like UI, but really, good looking UI goes a long way. So, yeah. I'll add like 5 pixels there. And let's check it on a phone screen. All right, that works. What are your thoughts on the JTOH staff controversy with like 7 of them leaving? Okay. So there was concern that this is the end of JTOH. It's all over. And yeah, that is slightly concerning to me because, you know, all these JTOH fan games and stuff, JTOH itself is like the central core of all that. So if that goes down, everything else is going down with it. But also at the same time, I knew there's no way JTOH is just going to completely die. Like, that's not going to happen. And to anyone not involved or looking at, like, the Discord for that, they would have noticed no difference. Which, yeah, you know, JTOH is still fine. It's still doing well. So I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Also, didn't someone say, like, Gammator has left and then came back before? Not that that means he's going to this time, but just goes to show how this might not be as bad as people are thinking it's going to be. But if JTOH goes down, and in the worst case scenario, what am I going to do? Since, you know, being part of this community, JTOH is quite important to myself, right? Well, I'd probably keep working on SMToH. Yeah, and maybe this could become the dominant, like, JTOH type game. Definitely not in this state, though, so I definitely need to do some more work. I'd at least work to that. I don't know if that would ever happen, but it'd be cool if I could eventually have that, like, have this be a successful fan game, which I would consider it successful now, but, you know, people are just kind of playing it, like, because they see my videos of it, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it at the moment, so I need to get some work done and get Ring 5 and legit modes set up so there's, like, more reason for people to play this. Good thing that's what we're doing now. So, we have, back to the UI. We have this going on. I could put a little clock icon. I don't really know how to even do that. Well, yeah, I do. I have to find a decal. Let's do that. Also, random water bottle is on IO, which is part of the Jupyter floor. I mean, I don't know. Do I want to add a... It looks fine as is. And I'm kind of lazy. So, I think I need a script added to this. So, does it need to be a local script or a server script, though? What happens is things in starter GUI go into player GUI. So you can see we should have timer right there. This is on the player, which means scripts for it ought to be a local script. It'll probably have to communicate with the server, though, when the player enters the portal. That way they enter the portal, and the server... Well, I guess I don't know if I want the client or server paying attention to the player going through here. But whichever one, both of them need to communicate with each other to each other so that the server knows, hey, the player is in the game or in the tower, and the client knows, start running the timer. So I'm actually going to delete this script because it's useless, and instead add a local script right here. Call it timer script. All right, let's start by creating a bunch of timer variables. Local minutes equals 0. We'll start at 0. Local seconds equals 0. Local, what is the word for hundredths of a second? It's not millisecond. Millisecond is a thousandth of a second. Hundredths of a second. Is that called, like, centisecond? Normally 1/100th of a unit is called a centi-unit. Yeah, like centimeter. Okay. Centisecond. That sounds kind of stupid, but this is only in the code, so it doesn't really matter. Centiseconds equals 0. How would the ring 5 ring select work since we begin at ring 5? Well, it's pretty much just going to be like joining ring 1. That's how that's going to work. You'll just be able to join ring 5. There'll also be like a kind of prologue thing you'll probably read, although I guess there'll be an option to skip it if you want, as well as an option to read it later at any time, to sort of give you the backstory of what happens in rings 1 through 4, which were an obby creator. So we got seconds, or minutes, seconds, centiseconds, so descending. So remember that this text label, hold on. I blew up everything. Oh no, this is not good. Sorry. Okay. Local. Timer, or I'll call it text label, equals script.parent. Since, as you can see over here, the script is inside the text label. Script.parent. Awesome. That way I can easily reference that. So I'm going to want to start running the timer when they enter the portal. Okay? I'll be detecting that probably, I don't know if on the client or server, but most likely from another script. So I'm going to use a remote event, remote function, bindable event, or bindable function. I don't know what you want yet. But for now, we're just going to do local, well, not really worth defining a variable. Well, I will. Okay, local remote function. Which one is, that's one-way communication across, like, so that means either client communicating to the server or server communicating to the client and doesn't need a response back. I really don't know which one I'm going to use, but I'm just going to call it that for now and just make this a random variable. It really doesn't matter right now. Because all I need to say right now is remote function dot, what is it, on client event? Whatever, I don't remember what it is, but whatever the thing, the event that, like, fires when it's fired. And you say connect function. Actually, okay. Comment that out. Let's first just have it start running as soon as you enter the game. That way I can better test this. So we want to get this working first. So while wait 0.0, yeah, is that how I want to do that? Milliseconds are used in 3 ways, I think. 1000 milliseconds equals 1 second, 100 milliseconds equals 1 second, and 60 milliseconds equals 1 second. Maybe. Yeah, I guess just while wait 0.1 or 0.01 do. Also do while task.wait, which is better for some reason. So every 0.1 seconds, we want to do centiseconds equals centiseconds plus 1. So we add 1 to that. Then we can check if centiseconds has reached 100. And if it has, then update seconds. Also, does task.wait even let you go with 0.01? Or is the smallest like 0.05 or something? I think this will work. So remember that we're just dealing with the value right now. I am slightly concerned of the possibility of like this saying 100 milliseconds and then updating that, which would be weird. But I should be okay as long as I deal with the variables first, and then we'll add in the part that actually changes the text label later. So we then want to check if centiseconds is now, after we've added this, if that's now 100, then centiseconds, set that back to 0. Now update the text label. No, wait, we also need to do seconds equals seconds plus 1. Add a second to that. Okay, so every 0.01 seconds, check if centiseconds, or add 1 to centiseconds, and check if it's 100. If it is 100, then update the seconds value. Then, do I want to add another if loop, like, right here, or inside this one? I'm thinking, like, if I have 3 out here, that means it's going to be running 300 if loops every second. I don't know if that really, it wouldn't significantly lag anything, but I don't know. Is it better to do one or the other? is my question. Wait, local variables? Yes, local variables. Yeah, if you're wondering why I'm putting the word local in front of the variables, you just, like, do that. It means, like, if it's, like, at the start of the script, it means only this specific script can reference that variable. And if it's within a loop, that means only within that loop will you be able to do that. So if I put local variable equals something, that means, like, out here, variable, it's not going to recognize that. See how it's, like, doing that? Well, yeah, let's set it to, well, whatever. Like, it's not going to recognize it. So that's what local means. So, yeah. Let me just remove that for now. So add seconds. I think I'm going to put an if loop in here. If seconds equals, well, yeah, add 1 to the seconds value. And then if seconds equals 60, then set seconds to 0. Then minutes equals minutes plus 1. Then we'd update the text label. Then we don't need an if minutes equals something because there's no larger unit than the minutes. There's no hours, so theoretically that should just make it say whatever, like 62 minutes or something. Remove some of these unnecessary lines that don't really need to be here. So add some comments too, that might be nice. Well, let's get it working before I try to fully explain it. I'll just explain it with words for now. So every 0.1 seconds, increase centiseconds by 1. If centiseconds is 100, set it back to 0 and add 1 to seconds. When seconds reaches 60, then reset it back to 0 and add 1 to minutes. For testing, let me add a print. I can do, like, this will be pretty similar to how I actually code this thing to change. But if I do print minutes concatenated to a colon sign concatenated to seconds concatenated to centisecond, or another colon concatenated to centiseconds. Let's see what that does. Okay, it looks like it's doing, okay, so it's printing it correctly and it's properly counting up. Well, it is taking a second, right? No, that's a lot. Oh, that's not good. It's going slower than a second. Let me stop running that. How often are these running? Output. It ran one at 444, 464, 49. It's probably not even consistent. Like, that time it went up 21. That time it went up another 21. That time it went up 22. What? Yeah, that's okay. So I don't think I can set wait to be that often. Could you do, like, you're typing T yeah, I'm thinking, what if I just update it like every 0.5 seconds? Because I think really we don't need it updating constantly to be, you know, exactly the millisecond. Let's set it to update every frame, 60 FPS. So every 60th of a second it will update. So how long is 1 divided by 60? That's 1.166666666. It's going to be slightly off, though, because it's like that. Okay, so it doesn't have to be every frame, then. Let's go every point. Let's go every other frame. So every 30th. Of, that doesn't divide evenly either. What does? Hold on. I'm using a calculator. If I... Every 30th of a second is probably the slowest I'd want it to do that. So just go up 1/32 is 0.03125. That's too specific. The script isn't going to do that. Just keep typing in numbers until it shows up something that's not like a repeating decimal. Divided by 40 is 0.025. Still too specific, I'm afraid. I want to do every 4th second. That's too slow. 0.8. How do you do this? I heard you need some thoughts on the Saturn floor. I found most of it to be okay, but the maze makes the time frame to get out of the section really tight. Maybe a bit intentional, but I don't know. Okay. Talking about the time lock section. What if I go every 10th second? But then what's even the point of centiseconds? I guess I could go maybe while wait 1/3, or 1/30 actually. That way it's the actual number, which is 0.03. Let's try that. Okay, that's okay that it's a repeating decimal. Since it is, the script does know exactly what it is and I didn't have to round it. Okay, so that means every 30th of a second, so every 30/100ths, I'm going to want to add 30. But then it's not going to end up at 100. It's going to be 90 and then 120. I think just to make my life easier, I might just go with 1 every... What's the next number that equally divides into 100? 25 every 25th of a second. That's every 0.04 seconds. The script should be able to run that, actually. That's slightly slower than I would like, but whatever. While wait every 0.4 seconds, add 4 seconds, or add 4 things to the centiseconds. That way it does end up at exactly 400, or 100. So when what happens if I just run this? Let's see what happens. Let everything load in. Is it taking a second? No, it's still going too slow. I think is it going every 0.1 seconds, maybe? There's probably something I could just look up. How do you make a timer in Roblox? Yeah, that might just be worth doing. Let me try this. Let's go every 0.1 seconds, since that seems to be what this wants to do so bad. Let everything load in so it's running at full speed. Okay, I can stop that. Let's see. Hopefully every one of these should be exactly 1 second apart. 2341.524. This one was 424. Yeah, I'll probably just look it up. Well, let's do that right now, I guess. How to make a stopwatch in Roblox. Let's look at one of these dev forum things, because I'm not going to watch a video. Timers and stopwatches can seem like a complicated system to make, but they're actually a lot easier to make than expected. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create a timer and a stopwatch. Difficulty intermediate. Creating a timer. This part has all the info needed for the timer and are the brains of the operation. Create the script. Time amount. Get the tween service. Then you function to format the time. Okay, we're gonna go through this tutorial. Let me just delete everything I just did, except. Okay, let's call this failed timer script, and also disable it. Add a new local script because I don't want to delete it completely yet. Just close that. Okay. I'm sure knowing what I just did for that other one will probably help me here. Okay. So, create a server script I'm doing a local script. Open the script in the server script service and specify how long you want the timer. Wait, this is for a timer. Hold on. Scroll down. Where's the stopwatch? Okay. You'd make the server script like this. Okay, so I need the tween service. Local tween service equals get service tween service. I cannot type. There we go. What are you even doing? There we go. Then I also need replicated storage. Why? It's not even like on here. Okay, I don't think I need that actually. So I use a So I need a number value. Okay, I'll add a number value here. You should add some arrows to the Citadel section of Earth. Okay, I can take a look at that after I get this timer working. Well, yeah. Actually, I'll call it time, actually. Local number value equals... Hold on, wait. Local text label equals script.parent. Local number value equals text label dot time. Remember that that's a user data though, so it's referring to that and not specifically the value. Okay. Take a look at this thingy again. So I need a tween info. So I need local timer info equals a new tween info dot new. Now what all does this include? This includes time, which is going to be how many seconds, easing style, easing direction, can you see like the autofill thing? I don't think you can actually see that. I'm pretty sure you can't. But I'm looking, that's how I know what that is. After easing style is easing direction, and then easing, wait, no. Then it's repeat count reverses delay time. Repeat count reverses delay time. Repeat count reverses delay time. I don't think I'm going to be using all those, but I think it defaults them to like 0 if you don't specify any. Okay, so I need time, which on here, on this thingy, this forum post, it's 999,999,999. That's 9,999,999,999. 999,999,999. With an easing style of linear and an easing direction of in-out. How do I format that? enum.easingstyle. enum.easingstyle.linear. This to enum.easingdirection.in-out. Oh, I need commas. Comma, comma, comma. Actually, no comma there. Since these are the remaining values, but I'm just not going to put them. I'll leave that comment there, though, since it's kind of useful. Okay, so we have the timer info now. Now I need timer tween equals tween service create timer. Wait, how does... Okay, what does create do? We need the instance, which creates a new tween given the object whose properties are to be tweened, a tween info, and a goal, directionary goal of property. Okay, so what object am I tweening? This is like this. So the object itself, not the property. So number value. What's my tween info? Well, I called it timer info. That way it's just like, instead of putting all this right there, which would be a bit confusing. Then I need, what am I going to tween to? On here it says value equals 9999999. The same number of nines as that, which should be 99999. 999999999. Yes. And then play the tween, I guess. Timer tween play. Let's see what that does. That's nothing to worry about. It does that sometimes, doesn't seem to do anything. If I go to my player GUI, timer, value, that should be increasing quickly as we speak. Is it taking it seconds? Like, is it going by the second? Yeah, it seems to be seconds. Of course, even if it's slightly off, and it's slowly going to become more inaccurate as it goes on. But if it were inaccurate, what would be the cause? Well, let's think about that. So what we're doing, we're playing a tween, which is going to tween that from where it currently is 0 to so basically 10 billion. And it's taking 10 billion seconds. So it's taking 10 billion seconds to increase it by 10 billion. So it's going to go up by 1 every second. So the only thing that causes it to be wrong is if it's not the right, like if I accidentally said these different numbers. That's 9999999. A set of 3 and a set of 1. Yes, so that is correct. Okay. So it is going up by seconds. Now I did notice it was updating it by like down to the millisecond, like actually millisecond, thousandth of a second. But I only wanted to go to the centiseconds. Can I like truncate it? Shouldn't it be 0.00? Oh, yeah. Like, you're saying make it 0:00.00, not 0:00:00. Yeah, we'll fix that. Well, that was correct there. I had it wrong in the failed timer script. Okay, so we're tweening that. No, wait, we're tweening that. How do I not have it go to the thousandth place, though? Can I, like, truncate it? Is there a way to do that? Maybe let's just get the timer working first. So, okay. Basically, all this, everything up to line 16 is just there to, well, except that. No, wait, never mind. All of this is just there to get the game, like, internally running the time. Now I just need to make it start running. So we can do local player, or game.players.localPlayer. So the player in the player service up here, once they're in the game, dot added, or no, wait. No, just like, it'll start running as soon as it starts going, I guess. While, wait. We're still facing the same problem, though, aren't we? Because we're still going to have to deal with updating that. But no, if this is running correctly. So if I just update it every however many of a second, it's just going to take it directly from this, which is running with proper time. So I think that'll actually work. So while wait, and then go something that it likes. We'll just go 0.1, I guess. Well, even if it doesn't actually run at every 0.1, if it does like some random number and slightly different at a time, this I think should be running perfectly at the correct time. So that should be good. So while wait, that, yeah. I want text label dot text to equal a rather strange way of putting this together, but not really. Oh, right, I'm going to want to take, okay, so I'm going to, you know what, for now just do toString, since it needs it to be a string value, number value, dot value. So take that, convert it to a string, and then put it right there. So now we should have a timer that sort of works. Oh, I see. What? It's doing like infinitely like that. Is it still counting by a second at least? Seems like it. Okay. Isn't there a way I can like set it to like go by certain intervals? Is that what delay time is? Trying to look on. I blew up everything. Oh no. Delay time. Just put something. Repeat count 1. Sure. 1. I just needed to see its description of what delay time actually means. Time of delay until the tween begins. No, that's not what I want. No, like tween service. Tween service always is a perfectly like smooth run. Like it always like what? Unlike a for loop where you can specify like the increments, it's always gonna be like infinite, I think. Bro, do you have a TikTok? No, and I never will. Would you rather have 128 half-bitten Hawaiian pizza or double it and give it to the next person? Well, I just cut it, right? And then I get Hawaiian pizza, and yes, pineapple goes on pizza, so I'd take it. Although then again, I am a germaphobe. But back to this. What exactly is happening? Every 0.1 seconds, or it seems to be more random than that, it is updating that to be whatever the perfectly timed time value is. Yeah, so like, how do I truncate a string? Guess I can give that a Google. Truncate a string in Roblox. How to shorten strings. How do I shorten the string after it reaches the third minus symbol from the left, so to their specific situation? There's a nifty little article about string manipulation in the API reference that can be very helpful for things like this. To cut off the string at the third hyphen, first you need to find the position of the hyphen. We can do that using... Okay, let me just look at string manipulation. The string library provides generic functions to manipulate strings, such as to extract substrings or match patterns. You can so can I search truncate with Control F? No. Shorten. Maybe cut. No. Guess I have to look through these. Their solution to this particular problem was they had the string, and then they for I equals 1 number of characters, iterate through each character of the string, they use string.sub. What is that? Returns the substring of S that starts at I and continues until including J. I and J can be negative. I defaults to 1 and J defaults to -1. Okay, so string.sub like gets a section of it. That's the key. Okay. So we want to take this string, but then sub it. String.sub it. String.sub. So take that. Yeah. So that's our string we're doing that for. Then we need one. I think I just need 1, 2. Returns the substring. It says it right here. I don't know if you can see that. Returns the substring of S that starts at I and continues until and including J. I and J can be negative. I defaults to 1 and J defaults to -1. How can they be negative? Let's just see what happens if I do that. Should that theoretically just show the first 2 digits? While it's in single digits, it's going to be 1 and like it'll do that. And it'll never get, so that'll be a problem. That's okay though. If I truncate it to 5 and then show that as the seconds, I think it'll work. Okay, but then when it gets to 100, then I'll start saying 10, and then it'll say that for 10 seconds. So it's going to be kind of weird with what I have it currently set to. Why is TOTP easy when it's not for mobile? It's not easy. It's not easy. It's like insane extreme. Because until I play through the whole thing in the video where I finish this, I post a video where I finish it today, I need to still make the full playthrough. At that point, I'll be able to make a good decision of whether to make it insane or extreme. So to not put one of them, just one or the other, because something, I don't know. I feel like I might accidentally lean towards putting whatever I put here. Like if I put insane right there, I might lean towards saying it's insane for some reason. I don't know. So I'll just put easy. Just something obviously wrong. There's no way I'll accidentally change my opinions because of that. Back to this. String.sub. So yeah, that works. So every 0.1 seconds, take the first 5 digits of that. Now, it's going to be a little weird in the single digits, showing 3 decimal points, but then once we get to 10, it'll show just 2. This is what I want it to look like on the timer. So, can I add a 0 to the string if it is less than 10? I should be able to do that. Okay, let's do local timer string equals number value dot value. Well, to string of that. To string of number value dot value. So now we have a string of that. So we can replace this with timer string. You can delete that. Okay. So every 0.1 seconds, if we're going to check if timer string is less than 10. Do I want to do less than or equal to? I don't think so. Yeah, because if it's 10, I don't want to truncate it. Or, not truncate, but add a 0. So actually untruncate it. So if timer string is less than 10, then timer string, we're going to make that be add a 0. So 0 concatenated to timer string. So we're adding a 0 to the front. Why doesn't it like that? Expected, oh. No, wait. 0 equals goes there. Okay. So add a 0 to the front if it's less than 10. And then truncate it accordingly. Do I need to do something to remove the 0 if it's over 10? Let's find out. Oh, that's not good. Attempt to compare a string to a number. All right. Okay. So I want to do if time. I want to take the actual number value. So number value dot value. I can just copy and paste that. Maybe make a variable of it. I think it'll just get too confusing. Ignore that. That doesn't matter. Oh, that does matter though. What's the problem? Attempt to compare string to a number. No, oopsie, I put it in the wrong place. It's okay. These errors are fine. These are simple fixes that I identify immediately. There. Compare the number to the number. Everything's loaded in. So it's updating that every 0.1 seconds. It looks a bit janky. I'd prefer it updating faster. We can experiment that with that later. I wasn't paying attention to what it was actually supposed to be, which is quite important. Okay, look at it again. So at the moment we have 0, 2, and then 2 decimal points. So we have second dot, like decimals. Okay. So I didn't need to remove the 0 if it's over 10. And the reason I didn't have to is because we only added one in the first place if it's under 10. And it like resets it back. Like it'll reset that back to whatever this thing is at in its tween. So yeah, I think that's kind of why. Like every time it restarts this loop, it will reset back to exactly what this is saying. So without the 0, without the leading 0. Okay, so that gives us our seconds. So yeah, it's not particularly useful to know that you've made it to, 3,000 seconds, because, like, what does that even mean? It's like, I think that's 50 minutes, but whatever. So, local timer string equals to string number value to value, yeah. We want to check if number value dot value is greater than or equal. How do you do that? Greater than or equal to? I think that's the symbol. Greater than or equal to 60 then. So once it reaches 60, right. So now I got to convert this to like format it. Let me go look at this thing I was looking for of how to make a timer, because they did have a function that they made called like format time or something. String format equals %. What? Oh wait, in the string manipulation there's something called string.format. Let's take a look at that. Returns a formatted version of its variable number of arguments following the description given it. What? Back up. What was that? Returns a formatted version of its string number of arguments following the description given in its first argument, which must be a string. The most important part of string format is its specifiers. What happens if I just type string.format? So we have returns a formatted number version of its variable number of arguments following the description given in its first argument, which must be a string. The way they use it in their how to make a stopwatch involves something. Let's see. Let me remove that. I might actually not need this because now I'm like formatting it all. So let me go ahead and just comment that out. I'll need a function to do that. Let's go local function up here. Format time equals, or wait, just like that. Seconds is their argument. So, given the number of seconds, let's see. If I return, so when this function is called, it will return string. It will return this string.format. What happens if I just copy and paste exactly what they put? Which is that %d colon %d seconds divided by 60, seconds divided by 60, seconds divided by, or second, huh? What happens if I go text label dot text equals format time given number value dot value. Let's just see what happens if I do that, which is, I don't really know what I just did, sort of. Okay, it's going to 3 decimal places at the moment, which I don't really like, but let's see how it behaves. Yeah, something seems to be working. Let's see what happens when it reaches 60. In the meantime, I can look at the chat. Let's see. Is this a mini tower like the other ones, or is this a normal tower? It is a normal length tower. Actually, no, it's not. It's like 3 hours long or longer. At first, okay, I don't know how long it is. These things remain to be revealed when I do the full playthrough. But I estimate at least like an hour and a half. Okay, so at the end of the video I posted today, I did some playthroughs of a few different sections that I built in that video. The raw recording of that was 30 minutes, and in the video it was about 10, even when I cut a lot of stuff out. Also, notice what just happened there. It seems to like that. Okay. So, I want to add leading zeros, though, and truncate it after 2 decimal points. But what exactly is going on here? I want to understand this. Returns a formatted version of its variable number of arguments, which something... following the description in its first argument, which must be... Okay, so we give it this format string, the string to format. Is the percent each one of these? I think it is, because there's 3% in 3 of these. So each percent I put right there will be converted to... Wait, no, it's percent... What? I guess I don't really need to understand it right now, but I do want to. You know, it would be a good thing too. The most important thing about the string formatting is its specifiers. Okay, so you put in D, which is an integer decimal representation. D for decimal, I guess. You know, whatever. It works, I guess. Although, yeah, should I will probably not want to figure this out in order to format it how I want it to, which probably is mostly going to come down to this. So, local string equals the magic word is, hold on. Let me copy this so you guys can look at it. This is from the Roblox, documentation page. String is, the magic word is %s. So it's going to format that. It's going to format that. It's going to format that string when it says string right there. Roblox. So colon %s. When you type in... Type in S, that takes a string value. Okay, so percent, it's going to replace that with whatever is here. The magic word is %q. What is %q? That's also string. String in a form suitable to be safely read back by the Lua interpreter. The string is written between double quotes and all double quotes, new lines, and... Huh? Skip to backslash in a new line and another line. I don't. Oh, it'll print backslash in a has. Okay. I think that is like. Okay. Okay. I think I get it now. Less important than knowing specifically that, since we're dealing with numbers rather than strings. %D. When you type that, it's going to take a decimal. So this right here is going to be replaced with seconds divided by 60, which is minutes. This is going to be just seconds. Percent is like modulus. I think that returns the... What does that do? % in Lua code. Meaning. It's not working. Or does it like round it? Well, something, yeah. And then seconds times 1,000. What? Okay, what does that do? Print 500 modulus, I think is what that's called, right? Divided by 5. Let's see what happens. It didn't even print anything. Oh, because it got stuck in the while loop forever. Just move that up there. Zero. Yeah, it returns the remainder of division. So like 500 divided by 5 is is 100 with a remainder of 0. Okay. So I remember what that is now. Change my mind. This is mid terrifying. Oh boy. It feels like peak extreme so far. We're getting some. Okay, I know this is going very slow and it's probably really boring, but this is what it takes when you don't know what you're doing. But okay, so replace that with seconds divided by 60, which is also known as minutes. You know, I'm going to do this. That way I can add comments, which will be nice for not confusing myself too much. That is minutes. That's going to be, I guess, seconds. Seconds. So when you divide the number of seconds by 60. Oh, wait, it's minutes with how many extras. Like how many extra seconds over the minute. Seconds. Because it's how many more seconds than the mirror, it's how many more seconds than the minute it is. I get it now. This is going to be milliseconds. Aha. Here's how I make it so that it just goes to 3 decimal places, or 2 decimal places. Seconds times 100. I probably just do that. I feel like. Don't exactly know why that's right. I just got a sense it was right and don't know how to put it into English words. I was wrong. Okay. When we're getting, so we're taking seconds. Let's say it's at 10 and multiply it by 1,000. That's going to be 10,000 divided by 10,000, or no, modulus 10,000 gives us 0 because that divides evenly. If it were 10,001, or wait, yeah, if it were at 11 seconds, no, that doesn't work either. If it were 11.5 seconds, that would give us, no, 10.5 seconds, that would give us 10,500, which will give 500 additional milliseconds over the second. So that's how that works. If I instead multiply it by 100, let's say it's 10.51 seconds, that will make it be, what is 10.51 times 100? That'll be 1051. Divide that by 100, that'll give us 10.50. Wait, what? 10.1051 divided by 100 gives 10 with 51 left over. So remainder 51. So that should be right? And yet that doesn't work. So what's up with that? It was working for a second. Oh wait, look, it's adding a 0 there. That's not anything I did, is it? Because I removed this add a 0. I commented that out. Also, Roro should use the Citadel of Leon Laboratories next. Yeah. I think I'm definitely going to make that a lot shorter. Let's just try to stick to something that's like 20 minutes long. Is definitely what I should do. Although there's got to be a lot of story, so it's going to have to be like... Yeah, I do not want to do another 9-month-long project like this one. Although, this one would have gone a lot by quicker if I consistently worked on it, particularly towards the end, but that's okay. Go ahead and save that. I haven't saved it in a while. So why is it adding a 0? Is it because of that? Uh-oh. Is it because of... I think it is because of that. What happens when it reaches 10? Does that 0 become a 1? Yes. What happens if I just delete that? Still doesn't work. Why is it adding a 0? This percent sign, or no, the percent D, I think. Okay, so there's something different between percent and D. Percent followed by another percent will return the percent sign itself. Oh, well, that's not what I'm really looking for. Oh yeah, okay. So when we say percent D, that gives... Okay, format string returns a formatted version of variable number of arguments following... You can convert variables into user-friendly strings of text using string.format function. The function requires the following format. Percent flags width dot precision specifier. So when replacing that, it takes percent and then D is a specifier. So we didn't use flags width or precision, so we just use specifier. D returns decimal, so something. So, but then what about this one where there wasn't a D, it was just a percent sign? Who knows? But let's see, flags. Flags will use a dash plus number sign or 0. Okay, so flag. What is a flag? Left pads the number with zeros instead of empty spaces. Oh, %0 just makes it put a... So wait, yeah, so typing in %0 or just 0 makes it be like a sort of placeholder 0, I think. Does that mean I can have like a 0 right there? That seemed to work. Although I can't really test that unless I wait 10 minutes, which I am not looking to do right now. Hey, at least no more school for like 3 months soon. No, summer isn't for months. There's no school for 3 weeks soon. Well, I mean, if you're in the southern hemisphere, I guess summer is soon. Do you get... Wait, okay. If you're in the southern hemisphere, do you get school out in December, January, February? Or do you still get it, like, June, July, August? For your break from school. So is it called winter break in the southern hemisphere? And yeah, I'm not looking to wait 10 minutes, but let's see what happens when it reaches 1 minute. Since it's about to. I'm going to go with, yeah, that worked. Now, what is 2? Let's find out what that 2 is supposed to mean. Width. Is it width? Yeah, you put in a number. Minimum number of characters to return. If the number of characters to be formatted is less than this number, the result is padded with blank spaces. So right there when it's 2, that 2 is going to be converted... I don't... We're slowly figuring this out. I just had another revelation. Okay, go back to the format. The format for a... Hold on. This is what the format for using this function does. So you format a string by typing in a flags, a width, dot... That period doesn't need to be there at the end. Okay, why don't I see a colon sign? Okay. But we have a percent sign. Okay? That's step 1. The 0 was in the wrong place, I'm noticing now. Flags is the first thing. The most important one, though, is the specifier. So some of these might not have flags, because if one is left blank... I don't know what it does, but whatever. So flags, that's going to be a minus, plus, space, number sign, or 0. So in anything after this percent sign, is there a flag, or is there a dash, plus, space, number sign, or 0? There's not. So there's no flag right there. I think this is the first thing that's formatted. Okay. What about width? Is there any numbers next? There's not. Okay, what about dot? I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, but precision. Oh, that's precision. Okay. Dot and then number. Wait, there's no number there. Okay, so there isn't precision right here on this thing that's getting formatted. Instead, there's only a specifier, which is D, which it says decimal representation. So something to do with down here. Not quite sure what exactly that is, but okay. Colon. This, I think, is just part of the string, so it's going to remain there even after it gets format. Percent. Just putting a percent. What does that do? No, wait. This whole thing is the next section getting formatted, because this will be in the resulting string after the formatting. So that's getting formatted right there. I know the littlest bit of scripting possible. Yeah. At this point, TOP might get finished either last month or start of next year. Where is Tower of the Planets? Why are people calling Tower of Generation failure easier than this? Yeah. I will probably need to nerf a lot of stuff, particularly on the outsides, but whatever. Let's back to this. The next thing getting formatted. So we start with percent. Okay. That just starts the formatted section. So do we have any flags? If so, in other words, do we have a dash, plus, space, number sign, or 0? No. We have a period, though, which is it was on here, it was something, which is a precision. So we don't have a width. We just have precision. Following that dot, you put a number. For integer specification, or for integer specifiers, which is DIOUX or capital X, so that includes this. Okay. Precision specifies the maximum number of digits to be returned. That is useful because I still need to figure that out. If the value to be formatted is shorter than this number, the result is padded with leading zeros. A precision of 0 means that no character is written for the value of 0. Okay. So, what did I just say? Okay. This is important. This is 0, 2. Why is that 0 there? Do I need that 0? I wonder. Well, we're setting the... I think this right here is the precision. That whole part right there. Where was that thing I was just looking on? I think it's 2, right? Then we have the specifier. Yeah, so 2. Just let's see what happens if I remove that 0, because I think it might be unnecessary. Because I'm not really sure why it's there, honestly, but yeah. If I remove that 0, what happens? Just wanted to do that once to see what it does at first. Yeah, I think it's not needed to be there. Let's see what happens when it reaches the double digits. When the second reaches double digits. Okay, cool. Now this, okay. This I don't want... I need to change that to a 2. That's how I truncate it to just 2 decimal places. Aha. Alright, cool. We figured it out. Now I need to apply what I just learned in fixing that to this. So I want to truncate this, or like I want to make sure the minutes section, which is that, is going to be 2 decimal places. If I put .2, that will put in leading zeros as necessary. I think that should work. Now the only way to know for sure is to wait 10 minutes, which I can't really be bothered to do right now. Or I could go do something else and just like leave this running. But it couldn't be something in Roblox Studio because, well, yeah. We'll do that. Okay. Let me go. I could start like playtesting things, maybe. We gotta start I'll start a 9-minute timer. Actually go 8.5 minutes. Since I'm forgetting how to do anything. Timers for 8 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay. That is now counting down. I've joined the SMToH game. Let me window capture, change that to that. Okay. So, the other thing is running in the background. So, yeah, I mean, what do I want to do right now? Like, I don't want to go play a JTOH tower because that'll probably take me more than 10 minutes. I could begin playtesting this. This will not have the timer because I haven't published a place yet. Oh, hey, there's people here. You guys are playtesting it with me. Okay. It's just, how do I look at the big picture of difficulty? Hello. Like, that isn't just playing through the whole thing, which I'm gonna have to do anyway. Okay, how about we go with here, because I feel pretty confident in saying this is probably gonna need nerfs in some place. I think I changed my mind about doing this as my next soul crushing. Okay. Let me try doing like why did I just fall? Let me try doing a full legit run of this outside. That should, you know, just say like, you know, figure out how it goes. So just imagine you've got the stakes of everything up to this point, which I think is like 30 minutes at least. I don't even know. Welcome to the asteroid belt. This area of the solar system between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter is home to millions of asteroids. This is the longest outside of the tower. Falling ends your run. Good luck. Okay. So what difficulty is this supposed to be? Probably like remorseless to like low, mid, insane. It's probably the difficulty goal. So far, I'd say it's doing pretty good at that. Whoops. Pretend that didn't happen. Yeah. Any jump I fail is probably worth questioning of, should I nerf it? That is not, because I just failed because of skill issue. Other jumps, however, that might not be the case for. Let's see. These things, when you got like the 2 lines like that, I think I did, that warns you of like a tilting platform like that. Okay. So when you press that, you gotta wrap around to there. That looks a little bit of a sussy wraparound. Should I like start making a list of things to nerf? I mean, I landed that every time. The way the slanting and with all the stakes at hand, I don't know if I like it though. When voice chat in SMToH. I'll probably never do that. But I was considering in the stream turning on a voice chat in the Discord and seeing if that was a terrible mistake. But only one way to find out. I mean, I've got 5 more minutes before I need to go and check on my timer. Actually, I'll do that right now. You guys don't get to see it, but it's working fine. So it's working as it's supposed to, which is a good thing. Yeah, does this jump need nerfing? Is the question. I'm going to go with no for now. I think it's okay, because I'm lazy. Roro, you're at Pluto. Is not measurable. The person's... Yes, he made it. Almost. Person stream... Okay, hold on. Copy video URL. Go watch a stream. He's almost done. He's been all jumping this for the past 3 hours, and he's at the end finally. I'll turn on sound. He says yo in the chat, and yes, finished. He did it. Yay. Good job. All right. So you just played through the entire thing in one go. So remember the Discord link isn't working. Yeah, I've noticed that. Why did I set it to be a permanent link? Why? Let me get a new link, and then I'll have to go and replace it everywhere. Yeah, I set no limit when I made one. No limit to the uses, never expires. Generate new link. Where's the link? I clicked generate new link, and it... Oh, wait. Figured it out. It was doing something weird. Okay, let me test the link. Paste it into the thingy. Okay. New Discord link. Use that. I'll edit it in the description of this stream too. We're at 6.5 minutes over on the thing with 2 minutes 48 on my timer to like go and check that. Okay, let's continue this. So you press that button and go back this way, right? Yeah. That will deactivate this, and then, oh right, you need to go like inside this thing, which involves careful timing, like that. Get the button. Now, what happens if you run out of time? Are you falling? You can save it if you are careful. Ooh, yeah, that... I don't really like that. I think I should probably move that to, like, right there. Yeah, that... Alright, that... How do I... No way I'm gonna be able to remember that. How about I go into Studio and fix it right... Oh, wait, I can't. Because it's running the timer test. Okay, I'll just screenshot them. Okay, continuing. Does that need a nerf? I think it's good. I mean, these jumps aren't hard. They're not that hard, but it's the stakes. That's the big factor at play here. The fact, like, this is like a third to halfway through the tower, so what are the stakes like later on? That's my question. Why is that doing that? Okay, that's fine. This part is safety netted, so we can have rather difficult stuff. How do you feel about Tower Spiraling Fates being beaten? Very good job. Honestly, I didn't think it was possible. Well, I didn't think it was impossible, but I didn't think it was going to happen anytime soon. Wall hop. That one's probably easier than the one before, so I think I'm okay with it. Get the push box about halfway over the purple part beneath this sign and press the morpher button. Then push the box through the space until there's one stud or less of it sticking out this side. Finally, use it to jump to the next asteroid. Alright, so you want to get that. You found an epic skip. Over here. Okay, that's gonna need a fix. Okay, I'll fix it. Screenshot. Okay, there goes my timer. Okay, hold on. So before we continue that, got 30 seconds to switch back. Uh-oh. Window capture, properties, Roblox Studio. Okay. That way we can all watch in suspense at how it behaves when it reaches 10 minutes. Please work, because if it doesn't, then I have to figure out the problem, and that's going to be really annoying to test it, because I can only check if it's working once every 10 minutes. Moment of truth, moment of truth. I'm so excited. Oh boy. Please work, please work, please work, please work. Yay! Alright, it works. Cool. Okay. Now, people seem to be joining and enjoying the stuff going on in the thing. Hold on. Let me fix the things I've decided to nerf. And you know what? Yeah, this is getting a nerf. I think generally on this tower, if you can't decide whether to nerf it or not, nerf it. That's going to be my rule of thumb. Let's do that. Because I don't think anyone's going to complain about a jump being made easier. So, yeah. Okay. I also need to fix this skip, and you guys are looking at Studio, which is what it's supposed to be. I could just, like... Yeah, you jump off of here onto there, so I can just do that to fix that skip. Confirm it actually is still, or actually is impossible now. Let me do that. I think that might be possible. Yeah, still a bit close for comfort. I don't know if it's possible for sure, but it's close enough to being possible, even if it is impossible, that I don't like it. So, do that. There, okay. That fixes that, and also confirm that that works. Yep, that's great, in fact. I also wanted to nerf that wall hop. Right here. There's still going to be a wall hop. It's just going to be right here. You jump from there, remember, so I don't got to worry about, like, you having to avoid hitting your head on it or anything like that. Let's make that a larger platform to land on, too. These types of nerfs, and probably many more, are the ones that I'm going to have to spend forever on. The timing when Roro joined the game and when I'm at the end of all jumping. Peak. Yes, very good job finishing that. you having done that, what are your thoughts? Like, what sections do you think need nerfing or anything like that? Since you have the almighty power of knowing what it's like as the big picture, seeing everything. Like, playing it all at once, which is something I do not have at this time. You can, like, type your answer in the stream chat or something. For now, I'm going to continue looking at this. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to wall hop that. I mean, nerf that. I can make it easier to wall hop by doing this. What is that? Oh, wait, that's the text label. Delete that. If I put this underneath, that'll make it a little easier to wall hop. I'll also put a... No, yeah, that should nerf that to my liking. I didn't think that was too bad to begin with. Okay. Now, I'm going to go to Window Capture, Properties, Roblox. We're going to continue it over here. So, this is where you get to the Space ATM. Not a real trademark. Are you looking for a $20 in the middle of the asteroid belt? Look no further. Here, you can exchange 5 pieces of iron and 5 pieces of nickel for a $20 bill. Because over here, hey, you landed on my asteroid. I registered ownership of this. You have to pay me a parking ticket of $20 for that. Roro, another skip found, kinda. Where did you just go? Oh, there you are. Alright, let's take a look. You can jump to there. Okay, I need to make that taller. Let me just go do that. I don't feel like switching OBS scenes because that should be a quick fix. Okay, fixed. Of course, I'll have to publish the game, and even if that, then we'd have to, like, make a new server. I don't want to kick everyone out, so yeah. Just know it is fixed, though. Okay, let us continue. The rising lava section of Jupiter is not sight-readable. Oh, okay, that's gonna... Okay. Hold on. Of this, so that you don't miss any pieces of metal on any of the asteroids, each one will have a sign telling you how many can be found there. Right. That way you don't end up having to redo any gameplay, because, yeah, it's quite stressful with all the stakes and everything. I'm making sub-realms. Not at this time. Hold on. So what was over here? This, forgot what I even... Hold on. Thinking. I thought... Don't you, like, go that way? Like, you're trying to get to all these 5 asteroids. So you can go that way to get here, this way to get here. Some of these paths you can go either direction. Actually, most of them you can't. This way you can only go that way. Here you can... I think you can go this way. No, doesn't look like it. I thought, like, this is not possible. Ah, why is it being annoying? No, you can't make that. Okay. It's probably worth nerfing that. But let's see. Going this way. The other two. Oh, this... I think that's... I'll nerf that too. Okay. Here you can jump down. And you can go... And you can... If I had slightly more patience. Might want to nerf that by making that a little bit lower. Actually, do it more than one time before saying that. No, I'll leave it. You want to jump to there. You need to go, like, around and up. Okay. And then with this button, which activates that so you can go back that way, that makes this be possible to go either direction. That jump definitely needs a nerf, though, so I will do that. But here's the thing. You don't actually have to do the gameplay going that way. And in fact, you shouldn't, because you can get to here by going around that way and knocking out these asteroids on the way. So it's possible to go that way, but it's better to go that way. So it's interesting. It's kind of like a maze, but not in the way anyone would have expected. But before we continue, let's flip back to Roblox Studio for the purposes of changing something. Here we go. For the purposes of nerfing a couple jumps that I just discussed. So, this nerf, please. We can do like a 4x4 right here. Then, how do I want to decorate it? How have I decorated other such platforms? You know what, I'll just put a neon on the bottom. That should be Can't Collect False. Yes, it is. Put it right there. And do that. Alright, with that singular platform now added, you can jump to there, and that's way easier. And you should be able to hopefully jump to that no matter how it's rotated. Even if it stopped, like, vertically. What if it stopped like that? Oh. There. If it stopped like that, you can still do it. Okay, cool. I also want to nerf one of these jumps. This. I think I'm just gonna do that. The semi-transparent is kind of unnecessary though. I could do like, let me do a wedge actually. Wait, delete that. Okay, take this, do that, rotate it. Let's put it the other way, like that. Okay, so you can wrap around up and ladder flick up. Give it a playtest. The loading in lag. You don't even need... Okay, the ladder is completely unnecessary now, so I may as well remove it. But we'll remove it with style by replacing it with a wedge. Just like that. You could wall hop. I don't really care, though, because why would you even do that? It's completely unnecessary. Give it a second to load in. There we go. And you can jump up and jump down. Now, I said I was okay with that jump, which I am. You can also go around that way for that, which is fine. I don't like that I just missed that, though. Why is it doing that? Can you not jump there? No, you... Okay, it's being weird. So, yes, I should nerf that by doing that. Wait, did that... Ooh, okay. Well, this could probably use a similar nerf as well. There. Alright, what are you guys saying in the live stream chat? Nerf the Killbrick survival jump scare in the asteroid belt. Okay, we'll get to that. But since you suggested it, I'll do that right now. Properties of the thingy, go to here. Okay. The jump scare, where is it? I think it's over... So, huh? Where is it? Here it is. Okay. So you go over here, you go over here, go over here, go over here, here, like this, and you need to go down. Hold jump on this moving part. Oh, okay, we need better indication of that is a moving part. Okay. I didn't even hold, I didn't even interpret the sign. Okay, we climb up here and then, oh no! I can sort of test sight readability because this tower has taken me so long. I've forgotten some of the stuff that's here. And as such, some of the playtesting I'm doing is actually sight readability testing. Since it's been so long. Oh, right. It like breaks after you press the button. Can I just reset to reset it? I think I can. Roro should have infinite subs. Yes. I would love an infinite sub sandwich generator and infinite subscribers. I'm so used to spamming E to go way over there, particularly as I was recording like cinematics such as this. Look how cinematic. Ooh, or if I use this thing. Oh, look at that. I had to go way over to like Pluto. This is right by spawn, so well, practically anyway. Back to this. It did reset, which is good. That is a big problem. If you jump... Yeah, okay. Fixeth time. Hold on, you guys are all at this section, so let's go right here. Yes. If you want, you guys can help me nerf this by telling me sections to nerf. What did I just open? How do I close that? Wait. There we go. I pressed Shift F5. Yeah, because I was trying to close it like it was Roblox Studio. No, this is just Roblox. This is Roblox Studio. Yeah, any suggestions you guys have of sections you think I should nerf, put them in the live stream chat. You could also put them in the game chat, but I probably won't see them. I'll have the chat open, though. But you guys watching the stream won't see that since you're looking at the moment, I think. Yes, at the moment, Roblox Studio. Okay. So, how do I want to nerf this? Or is it worth just removing it? Which would be a shame, because it's not bad. Let me rewatch exactly how this goes. So you need to hold jump. I think I'm going to get rid of that hold jump thing, since it can just fling you like that. So that seems like a bad idea. You climb up here. Yeah, like, see, I almost died. I guess I could remove some of the kill bricks. That seems like an easy thing. Now, watch it again. I could remove the moving ones in the middle. Or the spinning ones, technically. But then it doesn't feel as alive, you know? But with all them kill brick particles, I think that's okay. And I think mainly I just need to remove that one. If I remove that, that honestly might solve all my problems. Well, some of them. We still have got plenty of other problems to deal with. Climb up here. Yeah, if you just stand still, you're fine. But we still got some moving parts, which should nerf it to satisfaction. What has not been nerfed to satisfaction are two things I can think of. First is this. Let me reset this orientation to 0. And this sign is now unnecessary, but actually bring it back because I do want some sort of warning that that's a moving part. Let me delete that and instead go get an arrow. I know that there's one over here. Feels like so long ago that I built this section. Like, it's hard to even believe some of these parts at the start are even the same tower, even though they obviously are. But you know what I mean, maybe. Okay, put an arrow pointing down, which will also serve as an indication. But then put, actually do remove that. Go to over here where it says wall hop and take this surface GUI. Click here, go Control-Shift-V to paste into. That's going to be on the wrong side though, so find, I guess, left might be it. There we go. And then change its positioning so it's right. Now, this also has scale and offset because it is a text label, like we were dealing with the timer. Hold on, let me also change the neon color. But it doesn't really matter that much because it's not like this is going to be changing size. Like, I need to consider scale and favor it more, which is based on total, like, percent of the screen for, like, different devices. This part is always going to be this size on all devices, so, yeah. So, let's just kind of increase this. Probably going to be closer to, like, 0.8. Not quite that much. 0.7. Not quite centered over the arrow. Actually, no. Wait, yeah, what? Okay, the arrow is centered over the moving part. This is going to say moving part, by the way. That's what the sign is going to say. So, I pretty much just need to slowly increase that now until it's centered to my liking. 0.68. No, a little too much. 0.67. Yes, and then move it up just a smidgy. 0.68 should be good. Okay. Now, all I gotta do is change text that says moving part. Doesn't quite fit. Make that a little bit smaller. And the way the lighting is also makes it harder to see that. Maybe make the text red. No, that's actually harder to see. What's up with that? Actually, hold on. Let me find the size. Make the size like 220 pixels. It should... Oh, it's not centered. Okay. I don't have anchor point as 0.5.5. If I did, that would make that easier, but it's fine. I think that's centered. No, wait. No, it's slightly between those 2 points. So it is 0.665. Or does it not work like that? No, it does. Okay. That is centered. At least close enough. Who else has said... what thanks to Nerf? I found the Among Us in the asteroid belt. Yes, if you go... Where is it? So, you like I said, you don't really... You can go that way, but you don't have to. So, technically, like, these few jumps here are completely optional. You don't have to do them. And you shouldn't, because it's easier to go that way. And you're gonna have to do this anyway, so go this way. But if you turn around after jumping to this tightrope, there's a little secret right here. Anyone said anything in the game chat? I feel like you should change the easing on the rainbow ride part of Jupiter's moons. Oh, yeah, that. Add a difficulty in between extreme and insane. Oh, wait, Among Us. Make an emote button. Platforms 4 and 6 through Jupiter. What about them? Oh, maybe. Are you saying I should nerf those, perhaps? Perhaps? You should nerf them. Yeah. Okay. We're kind of just focusing on the asteroid belt for now, but yeah. I'm just gonna finish nerfing the wait, what is OBS showing? What was I even doing? I don't yeah, hold on. Here we are. Yeah. I was gonna finish nerfing this and that what am Give me a second. I can't English. Okay. We're working on nerfing the asteroid belt. We've nerfed up to here and that plus that. So it's probably going to be a lot of doing that over the course of the next week or two that I got to do to get the nerfedness satisfactorily. What I just did was made this moving part, and it shouldn't flip over anymore. Well, the moving part was already there. I made it not flip, and I also made it say moving part, which hopefully, let's see if it's like obvious that that's there. Suppose you're an average Joe coming up on this section. Hopefully you'll see moving part. And you're like, oh, okay, so I should wait for it to go back and then come back. Yeah. Because it sure would be a shame if you jump to it and it moves out of the way. It's still spinning. Okay, hold on, fix that. I think it was spinning this way. This way. So I need to turn it back like that. Let's see if that fixed it. I don't know why I was getting stuck like that. That was a bit weird. Why is it... Okay. What is the orientation of A1? Oh, wait. Okay. It's because this is yes, I see. Okay. Hold on. Orientation on the x-axis is 0 and 0. Now I don't even know what's going on. I think I need to rotate that. There, I think it's working. It's not going to do anything weird, right? Alright, cool. It works. Next problem is that. If you jump, it will do that. Now, I thought... Is there like an invisible block that like... We have... Okay, what all do we have? We have... The... What is this? We have a button. One of them activates this out here. Another activates all the kill bricks. There's also a morpher button that will spawn in the thing there. Yeah, even if you just climb up that, you can still get pushed out to the edge of here. What if I know what to do. If I take the first morph, like this. Why is it like underneath? Can you see that right here? No. Why? What? Has kills on it. Yeah, why can I see that? But I can't see it here. Like, in the actual game. I think I might have accidentally moved it down at some point. Let me just position it right there. Then it should... Hold on, actually. Let me not hold shift, because that'll scale it weirdly. Let me do that. Okay. It's now got less of a distance that way to go than it does to go up. So hopefully, if you press the button here, yeah, it'll go up, and you won't hopefully get crushed against the side. And then glitched out and into the void. So now to test it, I'm going to try to get glitched out and into the void and see if it's possible. Turn on heal. Just to make... Okay. Scaling error. We didn't take note of that, Roro. But, I'm not really worried about that at the moment. So you can't even press the button until you're, like, over here. Oh, can I? Might still be possible. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay, so that is successfully nerfed. All right. Let's also direct our attention now back to the timer. First, by fixing that scaling issue, which I did notice earlier. I need to take this and set its position not to be 5. Wait. No, wait, did I fix that? What was the problem? If I go to this... No, that works. If I'm on phone, though... Oh, no, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, no. No. I clicked the test with 2 players. Now it's... Oh, that's not good. Press the timer button. Yeah, it does, like, cause problems there. Okay, it's not 5 pixels below the top of the screen. It's 5 pixels below that. How many pixels is this, is my question. Now, if I assume that an older iPhone like this probably has a smaller resolution. Yeah, it says right there, 480 by 32. If I set, like, an iPhone 14 Pro instead... and playtest that. You can see the scaling of things is a lot different. And this might not even be a problem. It still is, okay. I think it's that these are actually more pixels on phone, maybe? No, that doesn't make any sense. Switch back to this. If I just playtest on normal computer, take a look at how... And this was the problem before. It's all the same. I think it's all getting messed up the same way. I'll bet what I actually need to do is instead of going down 5, I actually need to go up like 20. So in studio, it's going to look wrong. But in the game, it'll look right. That looks satisfactory. Or satisfactory. Forgot how to English. Let's try it on a phone of a smaller resolution. That is scaled properly. Kind of takes up a lot of a screen that the timer does, like the button timer, but it's kind of like that before, so I think I'm okay. Let's switch to an iPhone 4S and also give that a test. That rhymed, sort of. That scales correctly too. Awesome. All right. We're just knocking out one problem after another. There's an unbelievably high number of them though, so yeah, but hey, we're making progress, slow and steady. By the way, give the avatar you the spacesuit. Yeah. Yeah, I probably should make this be this avatar. I think it's that one because when I made the first one, which was over here, that was my avatar at that time. So that was before I made the spacesuit. Yeah, I guess I also thought it would look weird having 2 sharks, but I realized I'm the only one who would have that problem. So yeah, I'll do that. Not right now though. Now what are you guys looking at? Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. Oopsie, hold on. Let me say that again. These little characters of myself, there's one there and another during the earth floor. They have my avatar I used before this one. I think it was because when I put the one there, which was the first one, that was my avatar at the time because I had not yet made this. But now I have it here, and I was thinking, should I change it? I don't know, because it would be weird having 2 identical characters, but I realize I'm the only one with that problem because everyone else's avatar looks different. If they have the matching shirt and pants, well, that's kind of the point, since it's a spacesuit. This should be a citadel. Yeah, it might as well be Citadel of the Planets, but, you know, it's whatever. It's worth, I could just consider some more things floors, and then it would be a Citadel. Like, if I considered that a floor, that would be 1. Then we have sun, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could consider this as floor. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, well, no, we'll go 14, 15. Yeah, you could consider it, like, depending on what you count on floors, anywhere from like 10 to 20 floors probably. So it wouldn't be out of the question to call it a citadel, but, and also it's the length of a citadel, that's for sure, but, do I really want to call it Citadel of the Planets? I've called it Tower of the Planets for the past 9 months, and even before that when I had it planned in my head. Okay. Anyway, let's switch back to Roblox Studio for the next objective, which we're going back to this timer script to figure that out. So, we sort of took a long detour as I started redirecting my focus elsewhere when I was needing to wait to test this timer, which does work. It properly counts up and it properly formats it. Text scaled. Even when it reaches 100 minutes, it should just make it a little bit smaller. I don't particularly like how it's scaling in and out a lot, but I think we'll have to make do. That or deal with problems regarding sizing, like... No, wait. Hold on. I was thinking sizing on different screens would be a problem, but no. I've defined the size of that absolutely, and the position as well, except its X position is just set to halfway. So it fits on all screens reasonably well, including the very small iPhone 4S. The text label. If I make this text size be a little bit smaller... Well, that's too small. If I make it like 18, I don't know why I'm not seeing an effect take right there. That's a bit odd. Oh, wait, because text scale is on. Can't see it. Yeah, let's see what... Actually, a little bit larger. Let's go with 20. It's a bit small, and if I... Oh, I can't change device at the moment. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Wait, it's... Hold on. We still have a problem of it moving around a lot. It's because the characters are different sizes. So that's also contributing to that problem. So at that point, I may as well just have text scaled on. So, yeah. I think the way I could fix that would be, like, set each thing to be a different text label. That would also involve a lot of rescripting. Actually, no, I could take its fully formatted string and then sort of break it up with string.sub that I was using right right here that I actually don't need anymore to fix that. So what remains to be done with this timer? Well, I don't need the thing that adds the leading 0 since that's now handled by this formatting thing that was a lot of work to figure out how to do that. Currently, while wait whatever time, it's going to update that. Let's just see what happens if I make it smaller than that. Like, it's only, even if I set it, like, at some point smaller than something. Oh, yeah, that's kind of a problem. Okay. I don't really know if it's showing every number. Well, it's not, since it's theoretically updating that every 100th of a second, and my screen is only refreshing every 60th of a second. Even if you have a higher refresh rate or 50,000 graphics cards and you have 10 million FPS, you're watching a 60 FPS stream / video, so yeah. I'm noticing, I don't know how well this is coming across on the stream over various slight frame reshiftings or whatever, but at some points it seems to be scaling a lot less. It's because yeah, I see. Because sometimes it sort of shifts how it's aligned with it. It shouldn't, but it just kind of does. So sometimes it will be showing lots of ones, which will do a lot of rescaling. Other times it'll be showing other numbers that are about the same width. Yeah, how would I fix that? How would I just make it so that each digit remains in the same spot? Like I said, I'd probably have to like make a space for all of it, but then that would have a problem with the 100-minute mark. So I'm just going to leave it as is, but actually no, let's set that to 0.05. That way it's less erratically doing that. Give it a second to start up. There. Now, is that distracting? Let me go give something a play test. We can continue my asteroid belt nerfing adventures. Let's go this way. Just begin playing and see if all the flickering up towards the top is causing any problems. Oh, and disabling the timer, that's also going to be a thing I have to figure out. Oh, and all the settings, like key displays. Just the more I think about it, the more problems there are. Is that something that needs nerfing? Kind of just had a skill issue. Probably wouldn't hurt to nerf it, though. Which can probably be said of pretty much everything in this tower. Because it is way too difficult. And punishing. So just move that, like, right there. But there, we killed one stone with 2 birds. By seeing that isn't too distracting. And by nerfing one of the jumps. Cool. Did dude give up on Tower of a Depressing Future? I did. You can do /E dance out the portal room. Hold on. Wait, don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Let me switch stream thing. There we go. Okay. This is the actual game. Yeah, I mean, you can. It's not... yeah, you could probably, like, get right there and then jump on top of the spaceship. I'm fine with that, honestly. There, look at that. First try. Yeah, I think that's kind of funny. Maybe I'll put, like, a badge you get if you do that. Like a special badge or something. There also is another thing. There's another secret badge. There's a secret badge I need to add. Yeah. It's not exactly the highest priority, though. So, but there are 18 people, or 17 people watching this. And, yeah, currently only, I believe, 8 people who were watching the stream when I added this before. No. You did the Floridian skip. The Florida man shortcut. I'm not flying all the way over there. Watch today's video and you'll see it. Even though it's 30 minutes. I don't know where it is. It says... Alright, time to switch OBS scenes again. Back to here. Okay, so... we have the timer working. With proper formatting and proper way of making it. So it's not any weird, like, convoluted method of doing that. What we do have is that it starts as soon as you join the game. That is not what I want in the end. So this script is not finished, but the part that actually makes the timer work is this while loop needs to start when something happens. So it's going to need to be triggered or, fired. Fired is the right word there. It's going to need to be fired by something. So let me add indents to that and do when something happens, then, so I'll replace that with, like, the thingy, the method of, like, remote event or whatever will happen to go there. There'll also be the word end there. That'll be necessary. Cool. So now we need to get that something working. So like I said, I need the server and the client to know when the player enters the tower. Because at the moment, this is just like assuming this is like the start. All the client objects are going to be loaded in as soon as you enter the game, which is fine. This is technically a client object. Could I take this client object script and modify it, technically making this teleporter a custom client object, but that's fine, to start the thingy, the timer. Now hold on. If I go over here to this teleporter right here, and I made some annotations of this, Roro notes, or RN. Well, it honestly doesn't really matter what any of this does, because all I need to do is just add a new thing that will teleport. Well, actually, I do need to know where to put it, which is going to be when you touch it. Okay. We have a function to tween thingies, given what part tween, yeah, basically combining all this, like, into just one function is what that is. Then we have a function to teleport, and then this is, like, the actual part where stuff begins to happen. So if tp.name is destination, if the part we're looking at inside the teleporter model called model, wait, what? If the part we're looking at inside the right, so we're using like a for in thingy. So if what among these we're looking at is called destination, I'm supposed to say teleporter, by the way, not teleporter, teleporter. If it's named destination, add TP to the destinations table. If the part we're looking at is not called destination, check if it's spelled teleporter. If it is, check if there's an object called button activated in the teleporter part. If there is, add a bool value to the object called teleporter and call it activated. If teleporter has a bool value called invert, set activated. So this was important when I was trying to figure out how to make this like button deactivated. That's where I was like annotating this. Still, if it's a teleporter we're looking at, and when it's touched, look at the items in the destinations table, which includes the parts in the teleporter model called destination. It just ends there. Well, that was that. That was interesting. Let's go over here. Client object script. So, where's the part where you actually get teleported? I can like control F humanoid root part. Does that even show up? No. Because it's changing whatever hit the teleport, which might be a push box or something. I need to open the annotated one again to know where I need to put this. Client object script. Okay. Right, because like all I did was do this as much as I needed to do that. Hold on. Is this the part that actually teleports things? I might need to put it here, like outside sort of the main stuff. If model find first child transition time Tween. Okay. Idea. Go up here. I think this is the what? I don't know. I've been doing this for too long. That's probably contributing to some of my confusion. I think this will be the last thing I try to do. So we have the teleport. If part.anchored is true, then don't do anything, I guess. If model has something called transition time, and model.transition time is greater than 0, then tween it. If it's not, if this doesn't run, then part.cframe equals new cframe. What is new cframe? The new destination, I guess. So that right there, I think, is the line that will actually run the teleportation. So if I just add a new line here, let's start by just adding print, just something. See what happens. What that should hopefully do is print in the output something, but that random spam of characters when I teleport. It worked. It ran twice, which means I need a debounce. Why doesn't this have a debounce already? Yeah, still ran it twice. To debounce it, let's see. Well, it'll teleport you when this function is called. So where is that called? In 2 separate spots. Which has to do, one of them has to do with that. One of them has to do with the player. So this is if the player gets teleported. I don't really have to worry about pushbox at the moment. What if I just add local debounce? And then, so it's true, and then it's required for this part to run. If I just add another condition and debounce equals true, then do that. Teleport the player. Oh, wait. Debounce equals false. Then debounce equals true. After you get teleported, it'll set the debounce back to true. Now, just for consistency, it's probably a good idea. Wait, no. I want to set the debounce to false. Control X, cut. As soon as the thingy is... No. Hold on. We're getting somewhere. No, do put debounce as false right there. Put one here too. And then add a debounce equals true after that line as well. Maybe add another line break right there to do that. Let me also add a this line was added by Roro, just to avoid confusing myself too much. And if I ever need to look at this again, which I may, I'll know that. Those are all the lines I added, I believe. Okay. That should work now. What that should do is I should see it pop up over here just once. Or it just doesn't teleport me at all. Okay. What's going on there? If teleport players and get player from character.parent, what is model? Where is that defined? Okay, so we're looking at what is RB? I don't know. Find first child, remove buttons, and move buttons, or remove... Huh? This part was annotated in the other one, which I keep closing. Why do I keep doing that? part we're looking at, like, because we have a, yeah. That is supposed to say model. It's supposed to say variable is called model. So we look through, what is model? Oh yeah. We look through this at these items. Okay. Then if it's called destination, or if it's called teleporter, add TP to the destinations table. If the teleporter we're looking at is not called destination, check if it's called teleporter. If it is, check if there's an object called button activated in the teleporter part. If there is, add a bool value called the teleporter called activated. If the teleporter has a bool value called invert, set the activated bool value to true. Okay, so that has to do with buttons. Doesn't really concern me. Still, if it's a teleporter we're looking at, when it's touched, if TP find first child activated. What is TP? Oh, that's just the TP pad, right? Yeah. If it's the teleporter we're looking at, as we filter through all these, so if when we get to that, look for if it's activated, or look for if there's something called activated. No, wait, huh? If there's something called activated, and if activated is false, then return end. If there's a bool value called activated, and said bool value is false, return. What does return end do? Doesn't that just like break it? Break. Except that's then return end. It like just ends it. So like we don't want that to happen in a way. Create a table of destinations. Create an empty table. Empty table which will be filled with. Look at all the items in the destinations table, which includes the parts in the teleporter model, so here, called destination. And if not, find first child activated and not. If there's a bool value called activated in, what is D? Destination, maybe? Or the destination we're looking at. Look at all the items in the destination table, which includes all parts in the table called destination. If there's a bool value called... Wait, it's like the same thing here. Except it's not then return end. It's then... What does table.insert do? What table we're adding, and is this where? No, what will be added? Add D to the table. If the number of items in dests table is 0, then return end. We have another variable called D at this point, so this is find a random teleporter. Or no, select a random entry in the dests table. Select a random entry in the dests table. if find first child teleport push boxes and model.teleport push boxes value, then I mean, I guess I should probably finish this and get this one thing working. At that point, I'll probably end the stream, but we're almost done. We just got like 20 more lines. That's kind of a lot. Okay, if model, okay, so if in here, find first child, teleport push boxes. If there's a value called teleport push boxes, and if model.teleport push boxes dot value is true, there's like an implied equals. There's that. When it says and then just that, this is like implied, so I can delete that. It's unnecessary, but usually I tend to put that there to be a little clearer to myself more than anything. Okay. See if, well, hold on. If there's a bool value called teleport push boxes in the teleporter model, and if the value of that is true, then what is T? Oh, like what touched the part? If the thing that touched it is called push box, or if it's or if it has is box inside it, is nil. No, is if there, okay. If the thing that touched the teleporter is called push box, or not all caps, push box, or if it has a child called is box, then okay. The reason it's like is n equal to nil, that means if this returns something. So if there's something called, is that even necessary? I don't think that's even necessary. I think when you say like part.parent find first child humanoid, there's like an implied is n equal to nil, but whatever. Play the teleport sound. Play the teleport sound. Then what is T again? The thing that touched it. Teleport. Why is there a comma? Oh, right. That has to do with how this function works. So we teleport. What part? We teleport the part that touched the teleporter. And what's the new C-frame? It's going to be D. What is D? The random thing in the thingy, in the destination table. Yeah. Run the teleport function. So we're teleporting here to here. And adding 5 to it, I guess. So you land slightly above it. I guess that's the idea. Okay. That has to do with push boxes. We got one more of these. If we're looking at, hold on. So all this was sort of one thing. So going back to like this level, if that makes any sense, which it most definitely does not. If model find first child teleport players and players get character from, or get player from character. I'm confused. Well, not really. Okay. If model find first child. Okay, so we're looking here. If there's something called teleport players. Yes. If there's something called teleport players and game.players get player from character, the thing that touched its parent, equals players.localPlayer then. Okay. So what that's saying is if teleport players is true, or no, if there's something called teleport players and there's a wait, yeah. Sorry, if there's something called teleport players, and if the player who touched it, or if how do I say this? If there's something called teleport players, and the player who touched the teleport pad is the player whose client this script is running on, then if the teleporter model includes something called teleport players, and if that teleport players and the player who touched the teleporter is the player this client object script is running on. I know it's going way away from the code, but whatever. What is RB? Remove buttons. What is remove buttons? Model find for shroud remove buttons, and that's true. What does remove buttons do? Oh, it has to do with resetting buttons. Okay, if remove buttons, then, well, that doesn't really apply to this annotation, but I will fill it out anyway. See if remove buttons has been set to true. If it has, run through the button folder and run through the button folder, which contains every button in the tower. If the button is a model and the button is called button and button has been pressed, if the button is called model and if the button is called, if the button is a model and if the button is called button and if the thing in the button folder we're looking at is a model, and if the button is called button with capital B, and if it has been pressed, and if it has a child called pressed, then set pressed to false, not value. Set the pressed value to false. There, okay. Play the teleport sound. Run the teleport function. Alright, it has been completely annotated. Well, minus that. But what did I gain from that? I now fully understand how this works, pretty much, I think. So now what I need to do is figure out how to add a debounce. When I was up here and trying to do that, it wasn't working because for some reason the debounce, I guess, broke. Give it a second to load everything in. It is indeed not teleporting me. Why? It's not even running the function to do the teleport. So I messed up something with the teleporter. So I think I probably put the check of if debounce is true, then I probably put that in the wrong spot. So we make a variable called debounce, which must be true for things to run. So I put it here. So what was this part with the local dests? Create a table which will be filled with destinations. Look at all the items in the destination folder. There's one, then add. I don't think that really matters. If the number of items in dests then return is 0, then return ends. Select a random entry in the dests table. Okay, so I think the idea here is if you add multiple destinations, then it'll just pick one randomly. So that's the purpose of that. When it says math.random, that's the biggest thing behind that functionality. model find first child, if there's a bool value called teleport push boxes in the teleporter model, and if the value of that is true, and then we can add, and if dbounce equals true, then what isn't it like that? What isn't I like about that? Expected else when parsing if then else expression. What? If I just say and if dbounce. What? Why? It's supposed to just let me set it to. No, it doesn't like that either. Oh, wait. Because I put if there. That's why. And sort of implied if. There we go. Then set that to true. Now this, if... Where did I write that? This line. If the teleporter model includes something called teleport players, and the player who touched the teleporter is the player who this client object script is running on, then we'll just add and if dbounce is true, which I added, do that. Set dbounce to false, and then when that runs, when dbounce, like after it teleports, set dbounce back to true. I didn't really change anything, so yeah, it's still not working. What is up with that? I wonder. Yeah, it's not even running the teleport thing. Dbounce is set to true up here. That's for sure. I don't see why it wouldn't work. I mean, it's just checking all these, which should be correct. Is teleport players? I somehow set that off? No. If find first child teleport players, and if just what if I print yay yay something worked to see if it is even running that. Let's see if it's even running that conditional, or if like running. No, it's not even running that. So something is not working. At some point, dbounce is getting set to false. How, though? This is not even referenced anywhere. Well, it's referenced there, which is ahead of time. When it's touched, which it, I guess, will be as soon as it starts running, if model find first child teleporters and model.teleport_value and dbounce, well, is it running this then? Print, why is this loop running? Just something so I know that somehow that's running. Ignore that. That's fine. So it's not running that either. Why is it running that one when I... It's running that loop but not teleporting me? Why would it run that when I walk into it? So somehow, find first child teleport push boxes was set to true. Print. I'm gonna try adding print dbounce. Dbounce. that will print the status of debounce, whether it's true or false. Because for some reason that's running when I step into it, even though I am not a push box. So it was true, and then it was false, which is exactly what it should be doing. Okay. Let me try printing debounce right here. Ignore that error right there. False. It's not printing true again. So for some reason, it's one, not teleporting me, and two, not teleporting me. I mean, wait, I said this. One, it's not. It's for some reason it's running this, and it's not running this to set debounce back to true. Okay, so why is this loop running? It's because when I run into it, it finds teleport push boxes, and it finds that teleport push boxes is true, and it finds that debounce is true. So that's why that runs. I think I know what to do. Cut. I need it inside this if loop. Similarly, I need the debounce. Well, that positioning of it works fine. Hopefully, that solves my problems. Let's see. So it shouldn't be able to do anything with the thingy when I run into it and activate the push box if thing. That teleport, there, it worked. That teleported me, and it doesn't say ×2 right there, so it only ran that once. That was a lot of work to fix such a tiny little error, but I guarantee you that, maybe not guarantee you, I hope, that's a lot more accurate to how I feel right now. I hope that that proves to be necessary, but also it was, because one, I learned a lot more about how these teleporters work, and gives me hope that I'll be able to do similar annotations on the final boss of script annotation, which is this monstrosity. But also, that'll make sure it doesn't, because it, was double hitting that, for whatever reason, since it was double hitting that, then it will, start the timer twice, or try to start it twice, which is just going to screw everything up, I worry. So, yeah. Here's a question. Can I run that twice? Can I get teleported again? I can. There. Now, how running into that teleporter again will affect the timer, and how I get the timer to reset if you die. These are further considerations of things I need to consider. Let me also add this line was added by Roro where necessary. Let me also get rid of these, since they don't need to be there. I did add the debounce part, or the debounce equals true, quotes, was added by Roro. Same goes right there. Okay. So we've added a debounce to the teleporters. So it will only run the teleporting code once. Now, I don't quite have the patience to do this right now, but that sets me up well to be able to add into the code right here, code to fire a remote event, or some other form of event or function that will tell, that'll get the communication in place to tell this script to start running the timer, and tell the server that whatever it needs to know that I'm, actually for realsies in the tower. And I guess start, checking that I'm hitting all the checkpoints, the anti-exploit checkpoints, things like that. Whatever I may need to do, which might actually not be anything, which will eventually be figured out. But I will at least need a bindable... No, wait. Remote... Wait, there's remote function remote event, bindable function. I think bindable event is the one I would need, which is one-way, same-side communication. I believe, to communicate with this client-sided script and this client-sided script. But, yeah. I disconnected in the main game for being AFK for too long. Okay, so that's gonna end the stream. We got a lot done today, and I think that was very good. It's been 3 hours. Easy difficulty. Roro, is this pre-recorded? Yes. I pre-recorded that you would ask, is this pre-recorded right now at this very moment? That lucky world. Yes, you specifically. I knew that ahead of time. Okay. Actually, let me check something. Yeah, okay. That's going to end the stream. Are people still in the SMToH place? Active 2. Yeah, I'll join. So, yes. I'll send the link in the live chat also, so that I can go here, SMToH game, like that. Okay, if you want to join and see yourself in the stream, I'll be in, let's go with the ISS part. Right here. So if you want to get a screenshot or something, let's go right here. It's not a lot of space, but it's fine. Okay. So, thanks so much for watching the stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm also going to publish the game in its latest state. Actually, no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm going to... Wait, you're still looking at Roblox Studio. Oopsie, I forgot. Okay. Let me close Roblox Studio since I don't need it open anymore. But yeah, we got a lot done today, and I'm very pleased with how the stream went. If you enjoyed, make sure you like and subscribe. I will have, hopefully, a video out Wednesday. I'll try to. And then, not sure what I'm going to do for Saturday. It's looking at seeing how much stuff I still got to do to get this up and running in legit mode and everything. With everything it needs to do, it's not looking like I'm going to get this done in a week, especially with having to devote some of my efforts to getting Wednesday's video, which should be the next requested obbies video. But, yeah. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. I already said that. I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Have a great day.